excuse me? I just got here. Hello. Hi. What? I just got here. Hi. Hello. Hi. I literally just, hello, I just made it here. Is there any? Fuck you, this is, fuck you, Miss Luto, Miss Ordelia Vet. Now, surprised to see you here, not gonna lie, surprised to see me here, Doko, Gara. Who is this intellectual lady? Look at me, myself, and I. Ooh, did I look quite good to you today? No, I don't. No, I fucking do not. Hello? Who did this to me? See, I just got here. Stop it. You stop that shit. Anyway, are you guys gaming? Have you guys been gaming? How are you guys gaming? I really do be gaming on this corridor. But bold. Hello, wifey. No, good morning. You have to be bold to be intellectual. I'm not saying that you have to be bold to be intellectual. I'm not making the goddamn fucking rules here. You are. Hello, how are you, my dear pet? Hello, excuse me? Petan little. Did you just petan little me? Fuck you forever. Now this corridor. Smoothhead is hiding the wrinkle. Oh my god, don't you stop this shit right now. Too much league making your hair. I just got here. I haven't even said anything. Haven't said anything. Why wage a war on me? I'm just here, sipping on my water, having the time of my life, and then you guys are just here.
They say rubbing the Akuma's bald head brings good luck.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Thank you, but excuse me? Excuse me? Hello? What are you doing to... Why are you touching my head? Why are you rubbing it? And who told you that information? Who told you that? Get away from me. Go away. Yana, go away, you fuck. You're reading us entries from your diary. Bro, I haven't even had time. I haven't even had time to, like, introduce my agenda to you all today. And you already have a fucking problem. And then you're starting your own agenda against me when I have not even begun my own agenda, and then you're already agendaing over me. What is going on? What's going on? Cannot escape us. Yeah, it's true. I cannot. I'm gonna look like... I don't want to look like this for the rest of my life. You know, I started streaming. I was like, oh, damn, I look good today. Well, I mean, I look good every day. But I was like, damn, I look good today. And then fucking bam, back to back. Like, why?
Asterisk nade asterisk.
Thank you. Excuse me? Did you just pat me? For what reason? Hello?
Here, let me help. I cannot see the shine from de-baldness behind this money.
Thank you. Hello? Huh? Huh? Excuse me? I cannot see the shine from the baldness behind this money. I wanna just reiterate, just because you're super, that doesn't mean you can say whatever the fuck you want. I will still scream at you. Thank you, but fuck you. You have a agenda. We all know you're a 50-year-old man. I mean, 50-year-old men can still have agendas. I have my own. You could have your own. Big girl, little. I've always been big. Now I'm a dweeb. You're a 4 on the Norwood hair scale. What is a Norwood? What is a Norwood? Wait. What is a Norwood hair scale? Norwood hair scale. Is that a real thing? Screams are less scary when you've been shouting for 14 hours. I have not been yelling for 14 hours. I don't know what the fuck you're on.
I support my bald-headed wifey. Tilde 2 hearts, 2 hearts, 2 hearts. Choo choo. Kisses your bald head lovingly.
Oh my god, thank you, Wifey. But
Luto is a fantastic Diana jungler who is gonna reach diamond in a few months.
Thank you. Why are you guys spamming super chats? Can you not just send me normal text? I mean, not text.
Head so shiny, it's being used as a lighthouse right now.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Hello? I just started. Why are you spamming super chats? Can you not just send me like normal? You can just send me normal thingies. I can read it. I can read. Trust me. Even without TTS, I know how to read. Thank you very much. It's a bold ranking scale? No. Fucking way, really. That didn't even get read, you little fuck. Thank you. Hope you're having a good weekend. I am, thank you. It's actually Monday today, to be honest, but I guess it's weekend for most of you guys, huh? Thank you very much. You need to No, you! I am very bold, actually. What do you mean, yeah? Wait, what? No, I didn't. Are you gaslighting me right now? Huh? No fucking shot. Are you actually
Excuse me, can I give the baldness a spit shine?
Thank you. Thank you. Huh?
Redent.
Oh, thank you. Huh? What? Huh? What the fuck? Huh?
It's okay, this is free. So it's all good.
No, it's not. Wait, no, it's not. You woke up and really chose violence today, huh? I am very bold. I don't know why I'm so bold, but I'm really fucking bold. Hi, hello. So, I figured out before I started streaming today that apparently the vertical streams have like a different chat. I did not even know. Hello, what? Why? Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my god, thank you. Huh? Excuse me? Hello? What the fuck? Huh? What is going on today? I'm just here to read y'all some fucking Reddit stories. Can y'all like fucking stop this shit right now? Oh my god, thank you, my secret.
Congratulations. Not even 2 months yet and your foot reveal stream has gotten over 9k views now.
My god.
I wonder how it would feel to have feet rub a bald head.
Thank you. The home. My secret since $500. Thank you. That I'll take. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bro. 2 months and yeah, your foot reveal stream has... Oh my god, you're actually crazy.
DW, it's not that different here.
Oh my god, it's... Wait, what? You can do that on... Wait, what? Wait, what? You can do that on what? You can do that on... Huh? You can do that on another site as... Wait, you can do that on... Wait, what? Thank you very much. Over 9,000 people have seen your feet. How do you guys like it? Is it great? You make art? Also what? Yes. Don't worry about it. Life is a form of art. I am the art. 9,000 have seen what? Oh, you weren't there, huh?
Of course you can.
Oh my god. What is going on today? I have some water. Bye, pretty girl. Janet, Alex. So... I've not had a... I'm so confused. Can I, like, have, like, 1 second to, like, gather my thoughts and feelings? I was like... God, it kind of hurts. Do I sound extra weird today? I really do, huh? Oh, well, it is what it is. Go ahead, make my sad days. Stop it. You stop it.
It's over 9,000.
Thank you. Yes, it is. It is over 9,000. The boldness is over 9,000. You know what? At least it's the boldness and not the flatness. Platinum founder John View. Platinum founder. You should have said it's over. You really should have messed up. You messed up. Wonder why? Yeah, don't worry about it. So, I've been screaming a little bit too much over the last few days, and it's been absolutely dead. And don't worry, I will continue screaming for the rest of my life. So don't you worry about this shit. But so yeah, don't mind me as I talk like this. Don't worry. Yeah, it's actually hoodie a little, but it's fine. It's all good. Don't worry. So today I've gathered you all because there is this really insane story. It's juicy, and when I say juicy, it's juicy. So I was not even on Reddit. I was on YouTube actually. So I was on fucking YouTube, and then and lo and behold, there was this fucking beautiful piece of media ported from Reddit, which I think is very interesting nowadays. I do think it's quite interesting nowadays that we have, content of all sorts, from all sorts of sources, and they all somehow end up on YouTube. Especially of the shorts kind. And then so there's just so many like I swear to God, like there's so many like Reddit stories just on like YouTube shorts. But anyway, so this is how I found it, and I was like, God, this is like one of the juiciest stories I've ever read in my life. If you have like if you have a story and you think it's like juicier than this, feel free to let me know. I'll read it afterwards. Reddit to YouTube videos is good content for me, bro. The actual like pipeline right now is a little bit insane. It's like right. Any sort of piece of media, like on Twitter, Threads, or like Reddit, or anywhere, and then it's like not like in video format. Guess what? That format is now ported over to YouTube, where it becomes like a video or like a live stream, and then it gets cut up into like shorts on YouTube, and then gets ported over to like TikTok and Instagram and sometimes Facebook. And it's like, like the same piece of like, it's like one piece of like written media is now like spread over like so many different things. And I think it's kind of amazing, you know. Have I ever told you the time my brother Keith drove his car off a cliff, broke both his legs? No, broke my leg. No, have not. You definitely did not tell me that, but yeah, kinda. Why are you bold? Because my chat deemed it to be so. Because my chat deemed it to be so. Oh my goodness. Can you wait? What? What is going on today? Are you guys okay? Wait. So did you just come into my stream and the first thing you say is, "Can you fart?" And the second message you send is, "Farting." I mean, as a human being, I suppose I could. Yes. Would you like to hear it right now? Too bad I'm not gonna do that right now. That is, bro. Have you no manners? No one shall just fart randomly on stream. Based. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Given the choice between a bold woman with cute feet or a non-bold woman with ugly feet, I'll take the boldy any day of the week. I see. Well, Dahum, I know you're here for one thing and one thing only. And that is admirable, you know. I do admire people who can stick to one thing and one thing only. I love that. Yes. She's an idol, she can't, yes. As a human being, yes, I probably could. As an idol, I have to responsibly tell you, no, I cannot. To tune in to find out, no, I've never farted once in my life. Theoretically, you have once in your life. How do you know that? How do you know that? How do you know? What if I'm like all plugged up? What if I just don't have a hole down there? What if like they removed it surgically, you know? What if they sewn it up and now I'm just like a holeless motherfucker? You don't know that. You don't know that about me. Have you showered? No, never in my life. Come on now. Never in my life have I ever showered. Thank you for the question. Oh god. Okay, anyway, so I don't know if you guys are ready for this story because it is a bit of a roller coaster, but I have only kept up with like bits and pieces of it. The story starts off pretty bad. I just want to like kind of ease you into it. It starts off kind of bad, but then, my god, it gets even worse. And then with each coming update, you're just like, huh? It's like a fucking roller coaster. You go from, and then you're like, oh. That's how I felt the entire time I was reading the thing. Because, okay, so there's like the base story, and then there's updates made by the same person, and then it gets better, gets even juicier. There's updates made by different people. It's a whole thing. So, let me read you the story. Let me read you the fucking story. It is. Sometimes, do you ever have like those days where you're just like, is this the real life or is it just fantasy? Sometimes that's how I feel about things. And this is one of those times where I'm just like, I don't even know. So I want to kind of know what you guys feel about this, you know. Who ate your hair? You, obviously. Obviously you. Today. So, are you ready? Strap in, because we're telling stories. Alright, can I just fucking have my fucking hair back? Like, it's about fucking time. Can I mayhaps, please? Thank you. Oh my fucking god. Let me be normal for once. Holy shit. Oh my god, look at me. I am so beautiful. Stop it with the fucking being bold. No, I don't want to be bold. I don't want to. Most of this year, I guess, until it dropped down to reality. What? Wait, what? Huh. Anyway, ready your bodies, because... Oh, irasai. I just keep getting interrupted today. It's kind of amazing. Your hair is amazing. I know, thank you. So, just let me lock in. God fucking damn it. It's so difficult. It's so fucking... It's never happening. So, this story, let me know if you know it, and let me know what you feel about the main character after the first update. So, the Reddit story I wanted to share with you today is called My Negligence Cost My Partner Her Life. The fucking title. And I'm about to lose everything. Alright. So, trigger warning. As you may or may not tell from the fucking title itself. Content warning, there is some unaliving happening in the fucking story. Trigger warning, you have been warned. Okay, so yeah, so it's I heard this story and I was just like, what in the fuck? Okay. My negligence cost my partner her life and I'm about to lose everything. Buckle in. I, 35, male, have been married to Lisa, 28 female, for 3 years. Together 7. Okay, starting off strong. A year ago, I fell deeply in love with Amy, 24, female. Hasn't even finished the second sentence, and I'm already feeling things. And I had been planning to end my marriage to her. Yes, amazing. Yes, very cool. Very, 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 very cool. Okay, so have been planning to end my marriage for her. I know it's terrible and not what my wife deserves, but we were the real thing. Alright, thoughts and prayers and feelings. Thoughts and feelings and prayers. Oh, is that a bot? Are you trolling or you're a bot? I can't tell, but I'm gonna ban you anyway. Goodbye. Oh wait, it's on the other side. God, I don't understand how, like, the fucking vertical side. Why is it a different fucking chat? Oh, it's over. It's too over for me. 07, I cannot ban the other side. I don't have power today. I can't believe I don't have power over myself, over my own chat. It's so over. It's actually so over. 07. Just have them all. It's true. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So, 35 male, been married 28 female for 3 years, together 7. A year ago, I fell deeply in love with Amy, 24 female, and I've been planning to end my marriage for her. I know it's terrible and not what my life deserves, but we were the real thing. Whatever that fucking means. Okay, so... we were the real thing. Has been a nice fun attack. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm suspended right now. Whatever you're seeing right now is not the real me because I have obviously been suspended. It is over for me. 07. It was a long run, a good run. I'll see you guys never again. Anyway, lock in. 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. She had an allergic reaction when we were getting food after work. But every time I read the story, I'm just like, what am I fucking reading? But anyway, but she used her EpiPen and seemed mostly okay afterwards. Okay, she usually gets checked at the hospital after a reaction, but I asked if I could take her home and she could get her friend to drive her there because my wife was expecting me back. All I know is... Okay, so she normally gets checked at the hospital. asked her if she could go home, if I could just okay, so OP was like, oh hey, you had a bit of a reaction. Instead of driving to the hospital, let me just take you home and see if a friend can take you instead, because my wife is gonna be angry with me. And very cool, very very nice, very pog. All I know is that she had a secondary reaction that evening and died. Yes, very cool. I didn't even find out about it until the following Monday through a work email. It has been eating me up ever since, and I will never forgive myself for not sacrificing an hour of my time to possibly save her. Yeah, I suppose. So, how do you guys feel so far? We are about a quarter of the way through of the original story. How are you feeling so far? You with me? Are you with me, Victor Nation? You feeling good? How are we feeling? How are we feeling? How are we feeling? How are we feeling good? Is this a 2-sentence horror story? No, it is not. Unfortunately, this is a real story. This is actually very much a real story. Isn't that crazy? I don't know, I just got here with Aquaman to recap, because you just got here. There is this dude who is married to this girl for 7 years, and she is his wife. Yes. That's what happens when you're married. She becomes your wife, apparently. And so, he's married for 7 years, found the new love of his life, and is about to divorce his wife, because they are the real thing. But then, the new love of his life suffered a food allergy reaction, and instead of taking her to the hospital, he was like, can you go home and get your friend to drive you? I need to go home to my wife because she's expecting me. And then she died because he didn't drive her to the hospital because she had a secondary reaction. Yeah, that's a telltale so far, because it's only been a paragraph. How are we feeling? How are we feeling? 8 out of 10 weddings ending marriage. Isn't it? Wait, only 8 out of 10 weddings? I thought you meant 8 out of 10 relationships ending marriage, and I was like, that's a lot. But then you said, wait. So what happens to people? Wait, Zydam, you're here. Hey, can you do me a fucking favor? And see if you can mod the other side of things. Vertical streaming is doing my fucking head in. I don't have power. I don't know how to fucking mod that shit. Thank you. You're the best. Thank you. Anyway, so, yeah, I'm actually feeling things. It's kind of wild he didn't drive the girl he's cheating with to the hospital, right? Right? Isn't it crazy? Isn't it actually fucking crazy? Cool, man, it's been so hectic today. I don't even know what's happening. I've been here for we've been here for what, 10, 20 minutes? I don't even know what's going on. Come on. It's normally not like this, I swear to God. Wait, no, actually, it's always like this. I never know what the fuck is going on. No. I always know what's going on. Get mugged. It's kind of fucked up, right? Is it not? Is it actually not? My laugh sounds like a bark. Okay, that's new. That is new. I have not really had that before. No, you said... No. I always know what I'm doing. Stop it. Lock in. Stop. Get mugged on. But anyway. So, down tiny chihuahua. Shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up. Your name is Christopher. It's not the same Christopher that I know now, is it? The jokester? Do you think he'll make an appearance today? Maybe, perhaps. I hope he does. I'm starting to every stream. There are times where I'm starting to look forward to that man's jokes. I know they won't make me laugh, but I still look forward to them anyway. You get that sometimes, right? You know. So, anyway, at this point, I remember getting to this part of the story, and I was like, what do you mean she died? And also, okay, so I found out for the first time I found out for the very first time that, you know, that apparently, like, with allergies, like an EpiPen doesn't fix you up and you have to go to the hospital after. I actually had no fucking idea. I didn't know. Like, cause I'm like, I've never used an EpiPen myself. I don't have any allergies that could, like, end up, like, you know, murdering me and just taking me out. Just like, I have no idea. So, like, when I was, like, at this part, I remember I was like, what? Like, what do you mean she, like, you know, like, you didn't drive her to the hospital and she had a second. I just didn't even know that was a thing. So I remember reading, I was like, oh, I guess that's normal, you know? Like, I was like, if it were me, I'd be like, yeah, you have to deal with it yourself, you know? I didn't know. I mean, like, if they told me, I would have, like, taken them. But I was like, bruh, like, thank fuck for this fucking Reddit story, man. If someone needs me to take them to the fucking hospital now, I would. Because I genuinely, I had no fucking clue. It's temporary to make sure you live on the spot, but you need to be watched until... Yeah, I really did. I had no idea. So... Have you guys ever, like, used an EpiPen before? Like, have any of you guys ever been in this situation or know someone who's been in this? Like, how does it work? Like, can someone, like, describe to me how it works? Wait, so, okay. So that's how serious allergies work. If I touch a tropical fruit, I have to get an EpiPen and hope an ambulance comes in 15 minutes. Wait, for real? If you just touch a tropical fruit? Oh my goodness. Wait, actually, oh god. Wait, for real? I feel like instead of waiting for, like, an ambulance to come, can't you just drive yourself at that fucking point? Look, if I had, like, an allergy that bad, I would just live, like, fucking 5 minutes drive away from a hospital at any time of my life. Yeah, but just touching? That is wild. That's wild. I have slight allergies to bananas, but I still eat it anyways. I guess, like, some allergies... I guess allergies have, like, different, like, levels to it, too. I feel like some allergies are, like, you get, like, random, like, rashes. I remember as a kid, I was, like, slightly, like, allergic to, like, seafood or something. And every time I remember I ate, like, seafood, I would, like, get, like, these really bad, like, rashes that wouldn't go away. But then it, like, eventually fixed itself as I got older somehow. But then... your throat is just itchy. Oh, right. Yeah, there's just, like, different things, I guess. But I guess, like, the really, 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 really serious ones can just make you... But yeah, I really just had no idea that, like, if you use an EpiPen, you have to, like, make sure, like, they get babysat at the hospital. Now we know. Reddit saves lives. Because of this story, we now all know. If you didn't know before, because I didn't know before... someone use an EpiPen, drive them to a fucking hospital. Wait, what? Allergies are like periods. They range from mild annoyance to absolutely unbearable. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, thank you, Reddit. Very cool. Very fucking cool. Alright, moving on to the next part of the story. Cause, it gets fucking juicy. Okay, so... I sent... some childish messages to Amy when I didn't hear from her over the weekend because I thought she was angry I didn't take her to the hospital. Whoo! Why is OP... Anyone like, oh, OP, why are you acting like a child? No, just me? Alright, cool. I am thankful she never saw them, and I'm ashamed that I assumed the worst. Our relationship was great, and the highs far outweighed the lows. But I have always hated being ignored, and I lose my cool when it happens. It is not a regular occurrence, and I would have more than made it up to her. The wording of this is... the wording of this post is a little... eyeball emoji. I'm eye emojiing you really hard right now. Like, what is going on? Elaborate. Some childish messages over. I'm so glad you didn't see them. OP is a fucking idiot. That's how I felt too. That's how I felt at this point. At this point of the story, I was like, bro, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like the love of your Yeah, clueless or negligent. I don't know. Who knows? Just a fucking idiot. Like, at this point, I was like, is the love of your life not, like, you know, like, gone? Like, are you not sad? Like, the way he wrote this, it's almost like... it's almost as if... Like, I don't even know how to put this, but it's like, are you sad? Like, do you have feelings? Thoughts and feelings? No, not really. Hello, psychic, hello. But like, do you have any feelings whatsoever? No, you're just thankful she never saw them and ashamed that you assumed a... Wait, so it's all about you? Not the person who literally, you know, like, passed away, like, what? I was like, that's crazy. And then he follows up with, our relationship was great, but I have always hated being ignored and I lose my cool when huh? Wait, so like, she died and that's all you got out of this? Yeah, so he... Like, what is it? In the previous paragraph, he said, I didn't even find out about it until following Monday through a work email. So, he hasn't actually said anything about where he met his newfound love. But from that sentence alone also, it means that, like, because he found out through a work email, that means that it's someone he works with, right? It's like, you go into work on Monday, you get a fucking email that's like, so-and-so has passed away tragically over the weekend, and you're like, huh? But then in this case, that's also your fucking... I guess in this case, mistress? That's the love of your life, who is also your mistress, who you're leaving your fucking wife, who you're trying to, like, leave your wife for. So, it just gets even messier. So, you think in the beginning, it's like, okay, I have a wife, you know, you're OP, I have a wife, I have a mistress, I am gonna leave wife for mistress. Okay, fucking messy enough already, but whatever, happens. But then now you find out that the love of your life is someone that you fucking work with? It's like, what? Huh? But then he also didn't find out that she died. Can you imagine walking up to work, like, Monday morning, and you're like, ooh, can't wait to see the love of my life. Ooh, oh well, I'm so tired of my stupid, boring, cranky wife. Can't wait to see the love of my life. Ooh, only to be hit by a fucking email sent by your HR saying, hi, the love of your life has passed away tragically this weekend. Huh? Cannot fucking imagine. What a fucking scenario. And this is why, children, you shall never, I don't believe in love. Love is not real. Don't do the love, not even once. Do drugs instead, of the legal kind. Does he work in corporate or sales? Because that would explain why he sounds so detached. Don't worry, we will get there. I will flirt now. So. Moving on. Yesterday at work, HR and legal were in CEO's office all day, and my manager ended up canceling our project meeting because he was with them all afternoon. Okay, I was on edge, but an affair isn't exactly a corporate crisis, and I thought something would have already happened if anyone knew. I am now 99% certain it was about me. Okay, so he walked up to work. His love found out that the love of his life has passed away through a fucking work email, and he's like, oh shit, oh fuck. But then somehow his manager and HR and legal and the fucking C-suite are having meetings about this thing. I feel like there's just so much going on. Don't worry, we shall unveil this fucking story one piece at a time, because I did not for the life of me understand what the hell is going on. I did not understand what the fuck is going on here, like, at all. And, like, why? Okay, the other question I also had was, like, why are you, like, on edge? Okay, just because someone passed away and you had a fucking affair with them doesn't mean, like, your work is going to, like, you know, like, do any, like, does that make any sense? Like, is your work really gonna, like, care about that? Like, is it really like, you know, like, what is up with that shit? Like, what, why? It's so fucking juicy. Don't you even worry about it. It's so fucking juicy. Their work hates them now. But why? And, like, your work, like, did you know, like, did they know about your affair? Like, but why does, you know, like, it doesn't make any sense. But, like, if they knew about your affair beforehand, okay, so if some places will fire you for having relationships in the workplace, then they should have fucking fired him when they found out that, you know, they were together. But then, if they didn't know beforehand, how the fuck did they find out now? Now that she's fucking, you know, like, not even here anymore, how the fuck would you know? Right? So, what the fuck is going on here? I was so confused. I was just like, I had like 10,000 thoughts in my head at this fucking... I was like, what the fuck? I was just so confused. Anyway, so... a few hours ago... Oh, we are rewinding a little fucking bit. A few hours ago, I received a message from Amy's phone which said, "This is Amy's brother, Tom. I want you to know it was me." And that was the end of that text. I tried to call, but it went straight to voicemail, and none of my messages have been delivered. Okay. Okay. So now, you get to this part, you're like, oh, okay, so that makes sense. So the brother is the one who told, it was always Tom. It's been Tom this whole entire time. You don't like where this is going? Oh, trust me, it gets better than this. It gets even fucking better. I'm telling you, this story has to be one of, like, the fucking most what the fuck and juiciest Reddit stories I've read in, like, a very long time, at least. I could probably say this is, like, top 5 of what the fuck Reddit stories I've ever read in my entire life. I know. Why was it so cryptic? It was me. What was you? But anyway, at this point, I'm assuming, so the brother obviously found out that his sister died and knew about the affair as well. But instead of, like... Yeah, right? Is this fucking Clue? Like, are we playing some sort of, like, game? And so the funny, like, the part that got to me at this part as well is this brother, instead of, like, moaning, like... not moaning, fuck me. Mourning his, like, sister's death, was, like... went up to this fucking dude and was like... I want you to know it was me. Huh? Like, what? Fuck you, fuck off. And it was like, so I was just like, why? Like, okay, like, I don't have a sister. I do have, I guess I have a brother. But if my brother, like, passed away and he had, like, and he was having, like, a relationship with someone who was already married at his fucking workplace, I don't know if my initial reaction would be to, you know, like, go to my brother's work and be like, hey, this shit just happened. Fire, like, what? Like, you know what I mean? But anyway, so. I was just so, like, confused at this fucking point. I was like, what is wrong with everyone in this fucking story? Like, what is wrong with the fucking OP? What is wrong with fucking OP? What is wrong with the fucking brother? What is wrong with this fucking workplace? I don't fucking know. Everything is fucking wrong. I don't really know. Reason why I call you Fito is because you sound like a Southeast Asian parlor lady who's good at writing gossip. Wait. What? So, why are all my messages... Why are all of these things getting doubled? Mommy, help me. Why are all of Nightbot's messages being doubled? I don't like this. Plot twist, she was just here. Yeah, maybe. But, wait, what? I sound like a Southeast Asian... Yeah, I only just now realized. Go, man. I mean, I haven't had, like, a stream where I can, like, re-chat that much, to be honest. You love me. Thank you. I love myself, too, I guess. Thank you. Mommy, I don't know if you're here, but please. I don't even know what that means. Wait, I sound like a Southeast Asian parlor. Do I? Huh? What does that even mean? I don't know if I have the right type of accent. I'm sorry, but if I do, happy for you, I guess. You know, that's a first in my life. I have never been called that in my life. No one's ever said, hey, you sound like a Southeast... you sound like a Southeast Asian lady. Oh, no, I don't understand. Just restring bot sending 9 bots messages. Oh, interesting. I see. I see. Understandable. Have a nice day. I'd call you Luto because it fits your name perfectly. Shut up. Shut up, man. That's such a specific thing. Yeah, how do you know what that could mean? I don't actually know what it means. A Southeast Asian parlor lady. Could I write... What? Who? That is like so out of left field. I don't even have like a mental image in my head as to what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what the fuck do you even mean? Like, what does that even fucking mean? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Oh, so she is Australian. Am I really? No, I'm not. She's oddly chill for an Australian. I'm chill? Huh. You know what? I'll take it. I'll fucking take it. Chat, I'm the most chill streamer you'll ever know. But I do agree. I feel like Australians are like very chill. I don't know what you guys are on about, man. We're chill, man. We're so fucking chill. What even chill and Luto? The fucking duality of chat, bro. One of you is just like, oh my god, I can't believe she's... Wait. So what did I sound like to you? Do I... Oh, wait, I'm so confused. You know what? I am not even gonna question it. I'm actually American. It turns out I'm American. Turns out I'm fucking American. Yes, I'm from Denmark. Never been there, but that's where I'm from. I've never set my foot... feet. I've never set foot in Europe, but you know what? That's right. I am born and raised in Denmark. Yes, very cool. Someone hasn't gotten to know you. It's kind of wild because, you know, like, I thought most of like the fucking comments I get from like first time viewers are like, oh my god, interesting accent. Are you British? Or are you like... Sometimes I will get like, are you from New Zealand? Are you Australian? Are you British? And then from time to time, I would get some European ones, I think I've gotten some European country. But anyway, I was like, I thought like it's quite easy to tell, but you know, I could be fucking wrong. I'm actually from Nanya. It's true. It's actually so true. I am just... I'm a southern. Wait, what the fuck is a southern? Like a hi officer. Hi, I'm from southern. I'm from the south. Yeehaw, ni howdy. Yippee. Trucks, horses. Beer, yippee, yes, I'm American, obviously. She's a last. Oh, shut the fuck up, you. Duality of chat. Oh, they're so chill. Chill and Luto in the same sentence. And then the other half of chat is, you're Australian? Wait, how can you not tell? She's... Oh my god. You know what? I'm just a very conflicted individual. And my inner turmoil presents itself in physical... manifestations for you all to fucking see. Apparently so. As Nunyan security. Wait, you're Nunyan security? I knew I employed the right guy. Thank you. You keep us all safe. Thank you, Charles. She's indeed our president. It was National Pretzel Day yesterday. Hey, I didn't get one. Did you guys all get your pretzel yesterday? Was it good? Wait, you're Aussie? Didn't think so, but apparently I am now. No, I'm just kidding. I've always have been. Thought you were from the country of Little Land. No, I'm not from Little Land. I'm from Nanya. Get your shit right. Get your shit straight. You got a donut instead. Proud of you. That's something. Alright, anyway, back to the story. Enough about me. Today is not about me. We can get back to her. We can get back to me later. We'll get back to me and you later, alright? We'll get to know each other. Not that you don't know me already. Not that you know me. You know my name, not my fucking story, I suppose. Back to the fucking story. So, it's been so long. I already forgot what I fucking said. TLDR, man has mistress. Man dates. Man's mistress is also works at the same place that he does. Man's mistress suffers allergic reaction. Calms down with EpiPen. He did not drive her to hospital. She suffers from secondary reaction. Passed away. Finds out on Monday morning via work email. Panics now because her brother sends him a message which says, "This is Amy's brother, Tom. I want you to know it was me." Very menacing and not fucking scary message at all, and refuses to fucking elaborate, and that's where we're at. And so, I tried to call my manager more times than I should have, and he sent a message saying, "Please don't contact me until Monday morning. I can't discuss anything with you right now." So this part also really confused me because I was like, didn't you go to work on Monday and then found out, you know, like, what do you mean don't call me until Monday morning? And I was like, oh, it's like a time skip. So like yesterday I worked, so I'm guessing today is like a Saturday or some shit. And on the Friday, the HR and legal and everyone that matters were in like the CEO office the whole day, and that was also the day he got the message from the brother. So I was like, okay, so the timeline is on Friday night, him and his mistress went out to eat. Fucking, she passed away that Friday night. He finds out Monday morning, shit fucking happens at work. And then on the fucking Friday, shit went down because the brother then fucking messages or like contacts the fucking workplace and then texts him. And now on a Saturday or a Sunday, he is now like fucking doom calling his fucking manager more times than he should have because he's panicking. So I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, can you not get your shit together? Like, you know, like, why do you have to like panic call? But anyway, so the manager sent a message saying, "Please don't contact me until Monday morning. I can't discuss anything with you right now." So it looks like my universe is going to collapse. I am going to be fired, and my wife will definitely find out why. Okay, all I can do is hope that Amy's brother only showed them the messages from that weekend, and they were bad enough. I have no family except my wife and daughter and nowhere to go. All of my friends are either people I've met through my wife or my colleagues. On Monday, everything I've spent over a decade working towards disappears. I can't stop it. I can't talk to anyone about it. So, here I am. I know cheaters are the devil. Don't fucking vote me into this. So I'm not expecting sympathy, but this is making my chest hurt and I need to get out there. So, this was the last bit of the original post. Thoughts and feelings. Isn't Luto the mistress? No, I am Luto, your fucking daddy. Bend over. Thoughts and feelings over the original, very cool, very nice post. That is absolutely not a yoik. I thought it was so fucking funny. Like, here's what I thought at this fucking part. I was like, okay, so the love of your life has just passed away. Hello. You joined for a very juicy story. Here's what I was thinking at this fucking part. So, the love of your life has just tragically passed away. And all you care about is, I am going to be fired, and my wife will definitely find out why. But like, why does it matter at this fucking point? Were you not going to fucking divorce her anyway? Were you like not going to motherfucking divorce her any fucking way? Like, did you not say in like the very beginning of the story that, okay, let me just use his own fucking words. I fell deeply in love with Amy and had been planning to end my marriage for her. I know it's terrible and not what my wife deserves, but we were the real thing. Huh? Can someone make this make sense to me? I don't get it. So if you were thinking of ending it for with your wife anyway, why does it matter if your wife finds out? What even is going on here? Anyways, oh my god, oh no. Yeah, but Amy is already out. But so what? Well, clearly you don't love your... so what if Amy is out? You don't love your wife anyway. Otherwise, why would you fucking, do this shit? Doesn't make any goddamn fucking sense to me. But anyway, so... I remember reading the last part and I just thought to myself, I was like, okay. So this dude... Did someone not just fucking, pass away? Why is the only thing you can think about yourself? It's just, oh no, my universe is gonna collapse. Woe is me. My wife is going to find out. Play dangerous games. Win dangerous motherfucking prizes, maybe? What? Oh no, my wife is gonna find out that I'm having a fucking affair. Do you know what is the best fucking way to find out that you're... Wait. Do you know what is the best fucking way to make sure that your wife doesn't find out that you're having an affair? Don't fucking have a fucking affair in the first place. Boom. Amazing. Crazy thought. I know. Amazing. Who would have ever fucking thought? Yeah, it's so crazy, right? Isn't it actually absolutely fucking crazy that he's making it about himself? Not even thinking, oh, yeah, right? Not even, oh, I feel so sorry for her brother. Imagine your sister passing away like that. I feel bad for Amy as well. What a fucking way to go, I would hate to go like that. But yeah, genuinely, if you're gonna, fucking cheat on your wife, I reckon you should be prepared to fuck around and find out. Literally, this is a fuck around and find out fucking moment. It's crazy. Oh no, I'm gonna fuck around and now you're gonna find out. Genuinely, you fucked around and now you're finding out. Some people tend to gravitate towards seeking other people rather than fixing issues with whoever they are with at the time. Maybe. This is the thing that police investigators and all these true crime documentaries would see. Zero emotions about the poor person. Psychos, all of them. Which is what I thought at this point of the story. Don't worry, it gets worse. How does it get fucking worse? I don't fucking know. It's just... This post and the story is the gift that keeps giving. It just keeps fucking giving. So anyway, on Monday, everything I've spent over a decade working towards disappears. I just can't help but, this part as well. It's he's saying that I don't have any family except for my wife and daughter and nowhere to go. Okay, so if you don't have anyone but your wife and daughter, why the fuck are you doing this? Huh? You only have your wife and daughter, right? What the fuck are you doing? These are the only fucking people in your life? Surely you treat them with love and respect and more love? No? Just me? Okay, that's cool. Anyway, it's crazy. If you read the one about the gaycation, send it to me later. I will read it. For now, we're locked in on this one, man. It's crazy. But then he's also all of my friends are either people I've met through my wife or my colleagues. So your entire life revolves around your fucking wife and then you go ahead and cheat on her? I am beyond fucking confused at this fucking point. What is going on here, dude, are you okay? Clearly fucking not, but anyway. It's crazy. It is actually crazy. And so there's a few comments, and I just want to say, this comment, I feel this comment. I also, okay, so like a little bit off of him at the fucking moment. I'm a little bit confused as to why like Amy herself didn't just decide to take. Also, I hate these fucking glasses. I'm also like just confused why like Amy didn't decide to just call an ambulance herself. Like you know what I mean? Like I get that like what was, I don't know what OP's name. Thank you. I don't know what his name is, but OP wasn't gonna take you. Like I feel like at this point I would like value my own life a little bit more. Apparently it took place in the UK where like ambulance rides don't cost you a fucking arm and leg, literally. Isn't it kind of crazy that in the US, if you were to like call an ambulance over losing an arm and a leg, you may as well just fucking lose the arm and the leg. But apparently it happened in good old UK. So why didn't you just fucking call an ambulance yourself? I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know. You could either call an ambulance, call an Uber, just do anything. Like the point where like, you know, he's not driving me, I would have just been like, all right, you know what? I go myself. Especially if I know like my allergy's so bad that I could die from it. I would have fucking just went. You get charged if someone else calls you an ambulance for you. Like in America. Oh god. Is that why like a lot of people like have like this thing where it's like, please don't call an ambulance. I don't want it. I'm American. You literally get generational debt from that. That's crazy. Wait, how much does it cost to call an ambulance? I'm actually really curious. Can you get like any sort of like private health insurance at all, like for ambulances? Do you have any of that, or is it like out of pocket no matter what? And how much is it if it's like out of pocket? I'm so curious. It doesn't matter who calls for it. If you're the one being put, you're paying. That's crazy. Okay.
It's either happy wife, happy life, or this gorilla idea of wife, ride wife, life good, wife fight back, cure wife, wife gone, think about wife, regret.
Wife, wife, That's me if I was a gorilla. It's like around $1,000. $1,000 for like a fucking ride to the hospital. Yeah, at that fucking rate, I would just like, just get someone to drive me and just fucking drive at insane fucking speeds, and just cop all the fucking fines I'm about to fucking get, bro. Cause ain't no way my fines are gonna fucking be over like $1,000. It's fucking crazy. All right, I see. Okay. All right. Look, I would understand then if this fucking story happened in America, but it didn't. So. Doesn't make sense. Hello, welcome right now. So I don't really get it. And so okay, this comment was like, I'm real confused about why she didn't take an ambulance to the ER. 100% creative writing exercise there, OP. You get 0% though, F. This person thought at this point that it was a fake story. OP is saying a woman who had an allergic reaction and used an EpiPen didn't 1. Call her brother, 2. Take an Uber to ER, or 3. Call an ambulance. Great comment. And then apparently someone else says people in the midst of like of a reaction don't exactly think clearly. It's why the people who are with them need to take the responsibility of calling an ambulance. Is that true? Like, okay, like maybe like I'm just fucking up my ass for like saying this shit, but like, is it really true that you can get into like if your, you know, reactions are so bad, you can be like so not thinking straight to the point where it's like, I'm about to die, let me not call an ambulance. Like, does it ever get to that fucking point? Like, I actually can't. Like, I really don't know. Like, I really have no fucking idea. Like, is it true? Do you guys know? Where to send link to Reddit story? You don't have to send me a link. Just tell me what to look up later. It depends on a hospital. It gets over 1K easily, and if anything, they need to give you, like, IV and IC. EpiPen is just adrenaline, so that will change how you think, too, because it's a lot. Okay, but, like, even if it's just adrenaline, surely at that point you can think, okay, all right. Like, you know, like my doctors, because I heard that like if you were given an EpiPen, your doctor would have told you that like you need to like call an ambulance after you get it administered. Like, you know, allergic reactions can be pretty bad sometimes. Can it really get so bad to the point where you can't think? Wow, that is... I wouldn't know. I just don't know what it's like. I'm just talking out of my fucking... I have no fucking clue. Last time I had a severe reaction, I was like 5. Oh my god. Are you okay? I'm glad that it's been so long, you know? I see. Not comfortable with Amy being treated like the catalyst for his own crisis by the OP instead of, you know, like a person he's supposed... That's what I mean as well. Like, it's like, is this not the consequences of your own fucking actions? Like, why are you like, you know, like, why are you so like, oh my god, Amy, because of Amy, my life is falling apart, woe is me. Like, what the hell? I feel like rising healthcare prices have a side effect for enforcing people to be more mindful of their personal health. I mean, I guess you should always be mindful of your own health, I suppose. But, yeah, that really does suck. My condolences, my fellow American friends, because I am obviously very American. Okay, so there's another comment that says, sometimes I hate there's not enough knowledge around this. Alright, we're learning more about allergies. Never did I think I was gonna learn so much about allergies, but thank you, Reddit, for saving lives. Because a lot of people have very severe allergies, and I think that's kind of wild. So, PSA to anyone reading this. Thank you, Ellis. Ellis? You're about to save so many people's lives. Because I did not know. Okay, so PSA to anyone reading this. When someone ingests an allergen, it's equivalent to cyanide. Oh, okay. The shot is temporary reprieve, not the cure. Huh, okay. After that shot, hospital ASAP. Even if the allergen only touched their tongue, even if they brushed their teeth, even if they spit it out, even if they throw up. They will argue with you. They will try to say they are okay. They will rationalize. They have crack coursing through their veins. Of course they feel fine. At that moment, they're impaired. Treat them as such and ignore them. No one ever thinks they are going to die within the hour. I see. Okay. Thank you for your PSA. That makes a lot more sense to me. Transport should be an ambulance 100% of the time. You may need a second shot en route. You may be upright and talking and then have a cardiac arrest. Damn, okay. At the hospital, they will give longer acting medicine over hours. Usually the protocol is 6 hours observation. If nothing else happens, you get a new pen and go home. Never alone. You stay with that person overnight. Each reaction you have makes you more sensitive. Damn. How you reacted last time won't necessarily be the same the next time. It is always an emergency situation. Always. Damn, okay. Source, anaphylactic to peanuts. I feel like a lot of people have peanut allergies. Last time I was working late and bit into what I thought was a plain chocolate button candy. We had a no peanut roll in the office, so my guard was down. I convinced myself I was fine after I took the shot and reclined in my chair to rest for a bit. Next thing I remember, I was in an ambulance. Apparently my EA had called. I answered and she thought I had a stroke. Don't remember talking to her at all. We figure it is about 20 minutes between her call and when I sat down to rest. Literally everyone from the EMTs onward screamed at me. Well, they treated me. I should know better. I hope people read this and remember so they can help someone. As for OP, well, you're a selfish, murderous asshole. You fucking didn't care for her at all. Damn. Okay. But I just want to say, to be fair though, to like the fucking OP though, I didn't know about any of this. I didn't know about any of this before, you know, like this fucking Reddit story. So, to be fair, like if you are someone with an allergy, I feel like you should be the one who should tell other people this, because I feel like you should like care about your own life a bit more than, you know, whatever this was. It's kind of crazy to me because apparently, like I said earlier, apparently like when you get an EpiPen, your doctor will tell you that like this is something you have to do and they're not fucking around. But anyway, similar to neurotoxins, you give them the pen, but paramedics need to know ASAP. No, that. So like, to be honest, vape pen, no, an EpiPen. Goddamn, you're so brain rotted. But anyway, so I like at this point I'm like, okay, like I feel really bad for Amy, and I think OP is an absolute asshole because he's like, fuck me, you know, like woe is me, as if this is not the fucking consequences of your own actions. Oh, woe is me. Apple pen? Pen, pineapple, apple pen. Pen, pineapple, apple pen? No way. Well, it does stab me with a pen if I needed it. Absolutely, I'll do it for you, T1 Hunter. I will do it for you. I will absolutely stab you with a pen if you needed it. Ooh. Ah. Don't tell me OP left his mistress. Well, OP can't leave his mistress. His mistress is fucking dead. As in, just left it at... Oh, well, you're not here for the beginning of the story. Oh, alright. Recap of the fucking story again for you. TLDR. They were out and about having food after work. And she had a reaction. She used her EpiPen. And he said she seemed fine. And he was like, alright, my wife needs me home and we're having an affair. So I need you to, you know, get a friend to drive you to the hospital instead because I can't take you. And she was like, okay. And so he went home and she passed away because he didn't take her to the hospital. But, like, according to this post, he was meant to call an ambulance. But I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't have known that, like, you know, you desperately needed... Like, it's like... It's you know, like, it's not common sense. Like, I've never heard of this before in my entire life. And allergies are, like, really fucking common. I've never in my life heard about, like, you know, like that, oh, if someone uses the EpiPen, you have to, like, fucking stay with them. You have to call them an ambulance. You can get sick. I just never knew. I just never fucking knew. So I'm just like, okay, you know, not to play devil's advocate, but, like, as much as OP is an asshole, like, I just, you know, like, like, I don't know if I would have done better before this fucking Reddit story. Just saying. So, I just don't know. You know, like, it's just something I don't know. I get not knowing how severe it actually is, but dude, at the very least, drive her to the hospital and make sure she's in a safe hands before going home to cover your ass. But my point is, I thought that, like, an EpiPen fixes you. I honestly thought that, like, if you're... Like, before this, I thought that, like, if you're allergic and you know, like, you get reactions, I thought that all you gotta do was take the fucking EpiPen and you're... That's what I fucking thought. I didn't... Like, how am I supposed to know? I'm not allergic to anything. I don't know anyone who's better safe than... But, like, I thought it fixes you. Like, I thought that's all you needed. Like, you know what I mean? Like... I didn't know that. I didn't know it's just adrenaline. Like, I know it now, but I didn't know. If it fixed you, you wouldn't need to go to the hospital. But, like, I'm just saying that, like, I didn't know you needed to go to the hospital. I didn't know you needed to go to the hospital. I didn't know it was pure adrenaline. And you know, like, I just didn't know you could, like... Yeah, but anyway, you get my fucking point, alright? You get my fucking point. Like, it's just... I feel like sometimes shit like this is also just, like, a knowledge gap. If you don't know, you just don't fucking know. Like, it's... So, like I said, this Reddit story is gonna save lives. If I ever see someone use their fucking EpiPen, I will call them a fucking ambulance. I will fight them for it because of this Reddit story. So thank you. It may have been tragic for Amy, but Amy's life was not in vain. She's saving so many people out there. 07 Amy. Knowledge of actually though.
It's called a skill issue, to be honest, Lamau.
Okay, it's got a skill issue. I see. My fucking bad. Anytime, you know what? Anytime you don't know anything from now on, my dude, I will call it a skill issue. Any piece of knowledge that I know that you don't know, skill issue, man. Skill fucking issue. Guess this is a case of ignorance on his part and assumption on her part. Tragic and unnecessary. Yeah, that's kind of what I got from this story as well. Like, I feel like it was like a tragic story, but it was like, I feel like no one was like really malicious like there was like no one who was like he obviously wasn't praying for her downfall, and I think he just didn't know, and she obviously thought she was gonna be fine, and it just didn't, you know, not. Let her stay with the mother. She is having the affair with to make sure they live. I will make sure you all live. Don't worry. So I already know everything. Oh yeah? You know everything? What is the 9,999th digit of pi? Tell me right now. If you don't tell me within the next 30 seconds, that means you fucking Googled it. Yeah, I feel like nobody was really the asshole here, but I feel like his reaction here is a little bit, you know. His reaction was a little, It's 8, a 5? Alright. I don't know what it is. You have to Google it and see if you're right. 8. Did you Google that shit? 3. I have no fucking clue. Can you look it up and tell me what it actually is? I wonder how many of you guys gambled right. Alright, so Anyway, there's a lot of people in like the comments at this point that were like, you're a fucking murderer. You're a big murderer. You're a terrible person. And I agree. I think he's a fucking asshole. And I think he's fucking a psycho and selfish as fuck. But I don't think he was a fucking murderer. You know, like he says like she's the love of his life. Like I would not be praying for the love of my life's like fucking downfall. The impossible answer is a 12 IC. I don't know. I just like 3. That's a valid answer. I would hope it's 5 because I just like number 5 or 7. Okay, so this is the first part of the story. This is the first part of the story. And so this was posted on the 2nd of June 2024, and he followed up with an update on the 9th of June 2024. Around a week later. 7 days later to be exact. So same OP with an update. Buckle in. Chapter 1 of 12. Oh, don't worry, it gets better. So, new update. I have been consistently harassed for an update since posting. So please take it. Gloat because you're such wonderful people in comparison. Oh god, I just love the way the fucking OP writes. Then stop following me around Reddit. Do you not just love the way he writes his fucking story? It's great. I am suffering in the wake of my infidelity and unprofessional behavior as I knew I would. I understand that it is an appropriate outcome and I'm taking full accountability. Are you though? Are you really though? I feel like whenever someone says, I get it, I fucked up. Leave me alone. I'm taking it. I'm taking accountability. Yeah, right. You're the one who posted the thing. Like, why are you like? What? But anyway, so I was suspended from work on Monday. So you actually got suspended. That really took me by surprise too, because I'm like, what did he do wrong? You know, like, why is his work suspending him? Like, it's not illegal to have an affair with your fucking coworker, and it's definitely not illegal to not drive them to the hospital when they, you know what I mean. But anyway, and I'll probably be fired sooner than I thought. Yeah, suspended, not fired, but he's probably going to be fired soon. I hoped to be able to save money as HR built their case, but it looks like Amy's brother basically performed the entire investigation for them. Amy's brother? Okay, alright. After an excruciating 3-hour run-through of everything they had, I spoke to the founder, and he recommended the solicitor I am now using. The issue is that the company has to calm down hard to protect themselves, because even though Amy's family doesn't have much chance of a claim, any suggestion of a cover-up could cause damage regardless. The founder still thinks my offer to pay them back will keep it out of court, and some more information has to come to light. So it's not certain I won't be prosecuted, but I'm quietly hopeful. I can't hope to keep the solicitor if this goes much further, especially with a divorce on the horizon. That's a lot of information, huh? Let me unpack this for one sec. So, don't worry, this is like a quarter of his fucking update. A lot of information in just the first quarter. Lovely. Good shit. So, this is just, I just don't understand. Like, what case do they have over them, you know? Like, okay, so I was thinking, like, everyone kind of low-key fucking sucks in this fucking situation. Like, okay, so the brother is going after his ass for this, but, like, it's not like he did anything really wrong. Like, I understand, like, affairs are, like, icky, you know? But, like, your sister chose to do this of her own accord. It's not like your sister is not, like, a grown-ass fucking woman who can make her own choices. It's, like, that's not a child. That's not, like, it's not like she can't make her own fucking choices. She decided to fucking, like, date this fucking man. Like, what did he fucking do wrong, you know? Like, so I'm just like, what is going on? Like, why is his brother, like, so in his fucking ass? And I'm like, I get it. Like, it's like, it fucking sucks. Like, she fucking passed away. And it's, like, fucking tragic, you know? But, like, I don't think, like... But anyway. But it's not like he fucking killed her on purpose. My sister definitely called. Wait, why not? I get it too, brother. Like, I get it. Yeah, like, I know they need someone to blame, but that's what I mean. As in, like, that's, like, just, like, I don't like the fucking brother either. Like, man just sounds like a fucking terrible person. And it's like, you need someone to blame, so you're gonna, like, fucking ruin their fucking life over, like, why? Like, and at this point as well, like, instead of, like, focusing on your sister, who is, like, because, like, this is, like, within a week or two since her passing, right? I'm, like, I'm not, like, someone who's, like, really organized, like, funerals and shit like that, but I'm pretty sure, like, funerals and, you know, like, memorial services and all of that takes quite a lot of effort. And, like, aren't you just sad? Can't you just be sad? And, like, there's so much shit to, like, do, right? Like, why are you doing this, you know? But anyway. They probably don't have a case for murder or anything, but you can bet the wife is gonna use that to squeeze him dry. Well, the wife is a different thing, alright? The wife is the only person who I think is fucking sane in this entire scenario, because she just hasn't done anything. The brother blames him for her death. No, I get it. Like, I would too, but it's also like, what are you hoping to achieve from this? Like, you have no, like, you just have no leg to stand on, and it's like, it's just like, it's like, it just fucking sucks. Like, I get it, but it's also, like, it's just, like, you are a fucking terrible person, too. And then, on top of, like, the company is just, like, going to take, like, the brother's word for it, even though, like, I feel like OP, despite being a fucking asshole, didn't really do anything wrong in this fucking scenario, and don't really, like, you know, deserve to be fired over it. Yeah, they're really trying to find an outlet because they're fucking angry. As a brother, I can emphasize immediate response is grief, but also retribution to any possible causes. It is an emotional trigger. Yeah, I get it. Like, I get it. It's not that I don't get it, but I'm just like, I feel like acting on it and all that stuff is a little bit much, but whatever. So I'm just like, okay, I feel like it's not that I don't get it. Like, I kind of, like, understand everyone's fucking perspective on this. Like, I understand the company's POV. I get the brother. I get OP. But it's also just like, man, you all fucking suck. You all fucking suck. Anyway, so... Also, I just feel like OP's not very sad about this at all. Just me. And then so... And, so now at this point, his wife has also found out, and a divorce is on the horizon, he says. Good for her, I suppose. Let's read more about that. So, things are not good with my wife. No fucking shit. Oh no. My husband is cheating on me with this woman at his fucking work, and she died, and now it's a whole fucking thing, and he's getting fired over it. No. Keep it up, my dude. Great work. Yay, I'm so happy, question mark. Yeah, I wonder why things are not good with your fucking wife. I fucking wonder why. Yeah, I feel really bad for the daughter. So I'm still committed to making this as easy as possible for her. But I had to draw a line when it came to my daughter. What does that even mean? So, what is that? What? So he clearly cares a lot about his daughter. Do you really? Did you really care about your daughter? You know, when you were thinking about divorcing your wife? Did you think about your daughter when you were fucking Amy on the side? Did you think about that? Did you think about how the fucking divorce is gonna fucking impact? No? Okay, that's cool. No, that's all good. When I got home from being unceremoniously escorted out of my office, she already had a bag packed for me. God, this wife is on top of her shit. She wouldn't let me wait at the house until my daughter was back. She wouldn't let me check I had everything I needed. She wouldn't let me take the car, and she didn't care that I had nowhere to go. I spent 2 nights in a hotel, then went back when she refused to let me see my little girl. No shit. She tried to stop me, but we owned the house jointly, and it was my only option. Okay, so because I guess legally you're allowed to be there. That is your own house. Okay, fine, whatever. It's crazy though. My wife has family she could stay with, but she won't leave our daughter here, and she's absolutely not taking her. So we're at a stalemate right now. I'm keeping out of her way as best I can, which I appreciate is the least I can do. I remember reading this too, and I'm just like, what in the fuck am I reading right now? I'm just, what did you think was gonna happen? Like, I get that this scenario played out in like the worst fucking way possible, but it's like, you were going to like break the news to your wife one of these fucking days, right? Because you were thinking of divorce. So like, what were you gonna do when you fucking bring up what? Like, did you think you were gonna bring up divorce with your wife? Okay, let's say Amy didn't die and she didn't find out like from other people. Were you just gonna like go up to her one of these days and say, "Hey wifey, I've been cheating on you for like the past 2 years or whatever, however long, I forgot, like past year, and I want to get a divorce. Do you think it's not gonna play out exactly like this?" Like, I just don't know what this dude was thinking. Like, what are you maybe he just wasn't thinking at all. Genuinely. Fuck around and he literally found out, I guess. Crazy. But it's also like, it's like, he went back to the fucking house as well. He went back to the fucking house that she's at. And they're just, can you imagine like how awkward it would fucking be? Can you imagine how awkward it would fucking be to just be like, just be in the same fucking house in that scenario with your wife? Like, I just can't fucking imagine. Like, what is, anyway, the wife as well. I'm just like, bro, why don't you just go back? Like, she has family she could stay with, but she's not taking a daughter. Like, I fucking would. Like, what is going on? Like, what is fucking going on, you know? But also, like, another thing as well that I really hate about this fucking scenario is, like, okay, so, like, my parents are also divorced, and they fucking hated each other, man. They still fucking hate each other. It's been, like, so many fucking years. Get over that shit. But then, like, but it's like, why get, like, the fucking kid, like, caught up in it, you know? Like, the wife is like, oh, I'm not gonna let you see my daughter because of what you did. But it's like, that's also his kid. It's like, have you asked your daughter what she wants? Anyway, maybe she did. I don't know at this fucking point. So, keep reading on. The Amy situation is quite difficult to talk about. And a lot hasn't sunk in yet. Yeah, I wonder why it's so fucking difficult to talk about. I wonder why. I wonder why. Okay. Are you ready, though? For, like, a hell of a motherfucking plot twist. Oh, it just keeps getting better and better and better and better and better. It's amazing. Alright, so. It turns out. She didn't love me. as much as I loved her. If at all. Okay, what made you say that, OP? Let's see. Her brother sent me images of her talking to her friends about me. Not the fucking group chats. The group chat receipts. Ooh, let's see. Her brother sent me images of her talking to her friends about me. And it's hard to believe they came from the person I loved. But they are real. Sorry to those who were heavily invested in me being a predatory abuser, but she and her friends had a good laugh about her manipulating me for money and a promotion. The role came with a big pay rise, and it looks like a plan was to treat it as free cash, then go work with one of her friends when it fell through. She knew I'd come under scrutiny whenever she messed up and assumed I'd keep stepping in to save her. She was right. The group chat was leaked. So, at this point, I'm just like, what in the fuck? Plot twist. I was like, the whole time I thought that, it was just an innocent affair. It was just, like, I am so sick of my wife of 7 years. This girl at work and I get along so well. She is the love of my life. Remember, he said that she was the love of his fucking life at the beginning, and he was going to divorce his fucking wife for her. And I feel like he actually meant it, because otherwise, why say it, Like, why fucking say it if you don't fucking mean it? And then he finds out that, actually, she was fucking playing him the entire fucking time. So now I'm just a little bit like, okay. So now, I the entire time I thought like the fucking OP was a fucking asshole. Yeah, I don't know if I believe OP, right? But just according to this, let's say it's real. According to this, I was like, okay. I don't know if he's lying at this fucking point. But if he was not lying, then it just went from a tragic story to like an asshole in an unfortunate scenario to man was getting played this entire fucking time and he didn't even fucking know. And so that like kind of changed a little bit, because if his brother like sent those texts to him, so that means the brother knew that she was fucking around with him and that she was the one who was, like using him for like money and status and power and whatever. And then he still goes and does this shit. And then on top of that, like the fucking company like fires him for it. Like I'm like, how does that make any sense? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me, because it's like, what did he do wrong in this fucking scenario other than didn't fucking call her in a fucking ambulance? Like what did he fucking do? What? Whole group is bad. Need to throw it out and get a new one. Daughter gets the house. Yes, exactly. Everyone in this fucking story fucking sucks. The daughter can fucking take the entire fucking city and the keys to the city. What is it that the one woman says? 5 statues in your honor. Keys to the fucking city, my darling. Whatever. You know what I mean? It's kind of fucking crazy. He committed the horrible crime of being born a man. I don't know if it's being born a man, to be honest, but anyway, so it was, I was like, okay, so we don't know how much of this is true, but if it is, it like kind of changed the narrative for me at this fucking point. So I was like, okay, that is fucking insane, but whatever. Let's keep reading. We're around halfway through the fucking update. There is more. Alright, okay, so obviously, I am completely humiliated. I was planning to give up everything to build a life with her, and she was treating me like a joke the whole time. Okay, valid WW crash out, honestly. My feelings are complicated, so please don't feel entitled to any expansion on this. But I no longer feel guilt over her death. Okay, now, see what I mean by this is a fucking roller coaster of fucking emotions? I went from, man, you're the fucking worst fucking person alive, to, okay, but like maybe it was an accident, to, you're so fucking shit, to, okay, alright, you were getting fucking played, to, what the fuck is wrong with you? I get it, but it's also like, what the fuck? She's still, like she's still dead. Like, You loved her, no? Like, what the Anyway, everyone in this fucking story is just a fucking psycho. Anyway, so he no longer feels guilt over her death. Reddit acted like I kept her hostage while she begged for help. Okay, that's fair enough, you know. Yeah, Reddit does do that to you, actually. 2 sentences and already, and I'm telling you, the story is a fucking roller coaster of fucking emotions. I feel like Reddit does kind of do that to people. It's like sometimes you just don't have enough. How do I say? Like, sometimes you just don't have the context. But then I guess everyone was fucking shitting on him and calling him like, "You're the scum of the earth," and he's like, "Okay, you know what? I'm with him on this one." It's like, yeah, she played you, and it wasn't really... Yeah, but anyway, you still suck though. But anyway, what actually happened was that I asked if she could ask her friend to take her to the hospital because I had to go home. She said that was fine because she needed to get some clothes back from her anyway, and I dropped her off as normal. So that's how, like, the scenario played out on the night that she passed away. Essentially, she was like, okay, I won't... He was like, okay, I can't drive you to hospital. How about I take you home and you ask your friend? And she said yes. Which now I understand, you know, like, fucking never trust someone who's fucking high on adrenaline. Understandable, have a nice day. But then, but then the next sentence he also says was, whatchamacallit? Ultimately, she was an adult who had a better understanding of her medical needs than I did. Okay, that's kind of valid though. I really feel like if you're someone with like a fucking condition, you should be on top of your shit. Like, that's kind of how I feel about this shit. But, you know, again, I really can't fucking blame him for this shit, because I'm like, I wouldn't have known any better either. I still don't know what happened between us saying goodbye and her death. But whatever it was, it had nothing to do with me. Valid, honestly. I'm sorry for her family's loss, but I bear no responsibility for her passing. Honestly, I feel like that's a fucking valid take. What do you guys reckon? I'll go further. I think Reddit is worse than Twitter. Don't worry about it. Every platform is as bad as each other. They can be as good or as bad depending on where you are. Can't relate. I can fix her as my motto. Understandable. Have a nice day. This reads like a fucking telenovela. It's great. This fucking... Like, this is what I mean by sometimes reality reality is juicier than fucking fiction, because never in like 10, if someone like made a movie and this was the fucking plot of the fucking movie, everyone will be like, nah, shit's so fucking fake, there's no fucking way. But no, this was fucking real. He's still a cheater, yes. He's still a fucking cheater and he still deserves to get fucking screwed. I absolutely agree. But I don't think he deserved like getting fired from his work. I think he deserves everything from his fucking wife, but I think everything from his like the work side of things is so fucking like why? Like, he didn't deserve that shit. I agree, but I do think he should have taken her since it was an emergency and she should have known that as well. I think they clearly both just didn't somehow. I think he should have taken her. I would have probably taken them, but I'm being really honest with you, I just wouldn't have known. I would have been like, oh, okay, you're good now, right? Okay. LGTM. See you next time. Oh, wait, what do you mean we never see each other ever again? You know, like, if you don't know, you don't know. There's some things that you just don't know, and you really can't fault a man for something that he didn't know. Is how I feel. Anyway, so after Amy's messages to her friends were passed around, a few people quietly reached out with words of support. I'm guessing that's from his work. I assumed everyone would write me off like Reddit did, as an abuser and predator. Now it's clear that Amy is using me. They see me as a fool who had then lost it all. It's beyond humiliating, but I've learned I'd rather be pitied than despised, and it improves my legal position with work. Huh? Oh, that was a hell of a fucking sentence I just fucking read. It's beyond humiliating, but I have learned I'd rather be pitied than despised. I mean, okay. I guess, but my god. I don't know why. That sentence just spoke to me. I was like, okay, alright, very cool. I don't even know why I hate that sentence so much, but I just fucking hate that sentence. Okay. They are all small mercies, but I'll take what I can get. Fair enough. I remain filled with regret. Really? Like, which kind of regret? Regret not taking her to the hospital? Regret dating her? Regret cheating? Like, what are you regretting? Who knows? And I will have learned many lessons by the time I get through this. What kind of lessons? I may have been deceived, but I am a grown man who made my choices and I take full responsibility for them. Okay, that's a valid take. W take. I like that. You know what? At least man is self-aware. At least he says, you know what? I was wrong. She may have been a shit, but it was my fault. You know what? Yeah, he's taking it L. I can respect that shit. I can fucking respect it. I respect it. You know, like, fuck it. It's beautiful. Alright. So the end is TLDR. If you went there, TLDR. I'm currently suspended from work, but will certainly be fired. It's unclear whether I am in serious legal trouble. My wife and I are not navigating the end of our relationship brilliantly, but for my daughter's sake, we will get better. Amy turned out to be a better manipulator than she was a project manager. We'll get to that later. And her brother outed her whilst trying to ruin me. Life is deservedly hard right now, but I'm working through it. Okay, so that's the entire update, and I think this is the last time that he ever posts an update. So now you're like, okay, what? Like, how does it just fucking end here? How is that any juicy? Oh, don't worry. There's other people that posted updates instead of him. And then so you're like, okay, so you don't trust OP and what he says. Oh, don't worry. There's cross references between different people. This is what I mean. The hell of a fucking ride, man. But yeah, anyway, before we get into... It's not over! Can you believe it's not fucking over? It's crazy. So, back to this part. Just this little bit though. Like, fuck me, man. Like, at least reading from, like, what he said, like, people reaching out to him and, you know, like, all of that shit. I'm just like, I feel like that workplace sucks. Because if the brother sent them, like, receipts, then it's clear, if it's so clear that he was fucking being played, why the fuck are they firing him? Genuinely, what the fuck did he do? Like, you know? And, like, and the brother as well, like, okay, so it's not even just like a fucking consensual relationship at this point. Like, I get that you're angry that your sister passed away, but she was the fucking one who was like, you know, like, she was the one who, like, did this, you know? She caused this herself. Like, she went and, like, chose this fucking life for herself. Like, obviously, dying is... Obviously, no one would have ever thought that, you know, she would have, like, died for it, I guess. But, like, it's just, I feel like, I genuinely feel like that's just karma. So, like, that just makes the brother, like, even more of a fucking asshole. You see that your sister does this kind of shit, and you're still gonna go after the man after you see what your sister's been doing to him? Like, what? Are you insane? You're going to ruin his life when your sister has been fucking playing him this entire like, just make this make sense for me. At this point, like, I'm kind of feeling bad for OP. I still think, like, at this point, I still feel like he's an asshole who deserves all of this shit, okay? I still very much feel like he's an asshole who deserves all of this shit because... Yes, it's your choice to cheat. You should just not have done it. Fucking don't stick your dick in crazy. Who would have ever thought? Anyway, so... what I'm about to read next will change your mind again. Oh my god, how many times are we gonna go through this? Alright, before I change your fucking mind, where are we at right now? How are you guys feeling? How are we feeling, chat? What are your thoughts and feelings? Thoughts and prayers and feelings? How are we feeling? What do you think? She's the Lulu, so the Lulu. Like a weird episode of Twin Peaks. I don't know what that is, but yes. What are we? How are we feeling? How do we feel about the man? I'm feeling fine. That's not what I'm asking. Chapter 3 of 12. Intrigued. But like, what do you guys think about the dude? I wanna see like your thought process, like before and after. Yet another plot twist. So, how do we feel about the man? How do we feel about Amy? How do we feel about the fucking brother? How do we feel about the fucking work? What? How are we feeling? Victor Nation, how are we feeling? I put my boy in crazy one time, never again. Proud of you. She wasn't crazy enough. Double it and pass it to the next guy. Well, you can't double nothing. Come in. Rest in peace. The dude abides. Abides? What is he abiding? What do he be really? What does he be abiding? Do I need to make a video essay to elaborate my feelings? No, you don't. I just want short... You know what? You don't want to do this? It's fine. Honestly, I would just walk away from the whole thing. And if there are any more updates, I get the feeling there are things Burr isn't telling us. Dude needs his frog, understandable. Everyone sucks here. Yep. Okay. That's how I felt as well. Everyone fucking sucks here. That's how I felt. Okay, so hold on to this feeling because it is about to fucking get fucking... It's about to get... Okay, so now this is a completely different post called from 4 months ago, I think. So the original story was posted in June of 2024, which is around a year and a half. So 4 months ago gives it around, I reckon it was, so this was around a year after the original thing happened. So 4 months ago it was posted. I am a co-worker of someone whose Reddit story about work went viral. I'm feeling chatty, so ask me anything, I guess. Yeah, it's been a year and his fucking co-worker is here to give us the fucking tea that we fucking need. Whew. Amazing. Amazing. So... This dude says, I'm in the comments because I worked at the same company as this guy, referring to the fucking OP, and in the same department as his affair partner, juicy, who died under very sad circumstances. Bracket, you can read all about it from his perspective conveniently, end bracket, which we just went through. Ooh, isn't that fucking amazing? Juicy, juicy, juicy story. Let's fucking go. I only joined Reddit quite recently, but I was aware of the post a few times after it was made because it was passed around the office and gave us all a ton of information, which made a lot of things suddenly make sense. We were all extremely invested at the time, and weirdly, the story you all saw set off a series of events which basically led to an entire division of the company quitting. Wow! Amazing. Yippee. Your girlfriend broke up with you because you wanted to name your future son Zeus? I don't know why though. I don't know why either. Clearly she doesn't know what's good. But anyway, isn't this fucking crazy? I can't believe... I remember like first reading his perspective and I never in my fucking days thought like we would get a fucking co-worker update and led to an entire division of the company quitting. Isn't that fucking amazing? Buckle in. I've seen it repeated on a few of those TikTok Reddit through accounts, and a few people in the comments of the post I saw earlier today seemed interested. So because the company didn't think to get me to sign any additional confidentiality agreements when I left, an equally dramatic but also closely related story, I figured I'd spend a Friday night drinking one and spilling tea if anyone wants some. Okay. Okay. Are you ready for the... I don't think you're ready for the next sentence because... I just don't think you're fucking ready. Let me have a sip of water. So. So. One thing I do need to mention is that the original OP has a brain injury he didn't disclose in his posts. I can't speculate too much on that, and I'm not saying it makes his actions forgivable, but it would be crazy to pretend it's not a factor. He lives independently, but from what I am aware, his brother helps him a lot. Yeah, that explains a lot now, doesn't it? Oh, it's all like fucking coming together. Like, oh my god, that makes so much fucking sense. So a man has a gun. He literally has brain damage. He literally has... The OP literally has brain damage. And this fucking woman, like, played him. And her fucking brother is fucking screwing him over. And so is his fucking work. Isn't that fucking amazing? The plot twist. The plot thickens. Okay, so. One of the stories is... So, I'm reading stuff from, like, the co-worker. He literally has literal brain damage. It's crazy to me that he didn't disclose it in his story either, because I was like, I feel like you should. But anyway, so this is one of the comments, and it's an Ask Me Anything, so I'm just gonna read like the comment that he's responding to as well. So a user commented, it's so interesting how the fact that he had a brain injury changes the story, and it makes it a different sort of sense. Like how, on the other hand, you and your co-workers reading the Reddit post did the same, but in a different way. And the co-worker says, oh, for sure. We were absolutely horrified by some of the things people were saying to him when it started getting passed around. And we were really worried about how he'd take it all. Okay, so this isn't just from, like, the OP's fucking perspective anymore. This is also from the co-worker. So it looks like they're on his fucking side. I wonder why. Don't worry, it gets even better. So there was talk of creating an account to explain, but because it was looking like it might end up in court, no one wanted to risk it. Can't blame them really, but it's definitely mad how much that fact changes things. So I guess like the only reason why it took him like a whole year to like come and explain and I guess like quote unquote like fucking clear his fucking name is because there was a legal thing going on, and I guess not anymore. So. And then, so someone asked, did it end up going to court? And the co-worker says, no, they all used to abuse their expenses, and they knew he could bury everyone if it ever saw the inside of a courtroom. He claimed to be running out of money in his last post, but it was common knowledge he got a huge payout after his accident. Okay, so this part as well fucking got me, man. So a sign wasn't properly mounted on a shop front, and it fell on him when he was walking past. So that's how he got his brain injury. He got his brain injury from a complete accident. Just one of these days, man just walking down a fucking street, and a fucking sign on a shop fell on his fucking... Wait, YouTube was down. Oh god, fucking damn it, always. When is it not down? YouTube, please. Fucking help me out here, YouTube. I'm fucking suffering. Please save me. Save my soul. No? Alright, that's cool. We're good. Are we back? Back up. Okay, cool. Thank you. Fucking YouTube. Just doing YouTube things. I'm glad it's back though. But anyway, so essentially, the man got his fucking brain injury just one of these days from walking past a shop front, and the shop front sign fell on him, and cause brain damage, as it fucking would if it fucking fell on your head. So it's like okay, so like it's a sudden thing as well. Look at there. So he could have easily afforded to take it all the way. I imagine the first question would have been why they gave someone with brain damage a company card with no restrictions and no written policy on what they could and couldn't use it for. And then, so another person asks, any chance he could have spent the payout all on Amy or on drugs? I mean, I guess there's a good chance his wife would have noticed, but he obviously had been thinking clear for a long time. The co-worker says, definitely no drugs. He drank in moderation, but was pretty judgmental about everything else. Amy, absolutely. He spent thousands and thousands on her. She would link him to things over and over again until he bought them for her. The HR guys were disgusted when they got the phone back and saw all the messages. I haven't seen the messages myself, but they said enough to confirm it was extremely predatory. Okay. Okay. So essentially, the company gave OP a fucking company card to spend on whatever the fuck he wanted. To someone with fucking literal brain damage. And he used company money to buy her shit. And she was literally just using him for that. This is some sugar daddy behavior, except your sugar daddy has fucking brain damage. And you're also a piece of shit. Like, what? Like, what in the fuck? You know what I mean? Okay, so... essentially, there was more on this. Okay, so... This is like more on how his like brain damage like affected him, and I like read this part as well, and then like fucking I remember like going from my god, OP is the fucking scum of this earth to going, oh my god, you poor fucking thing. So this person asks, I know you shared he has a TBI that influenced his thinking. Was it wildly apparent and handicapping to his professional life as it was his personal? He seems easily manipulated if you fed his ego the most minimal scraps. And so the co-worker says, right, it was really weird, and I can't think of a better way to put it than really fucking weird. I'm an engineer by trade, and he could ask a million extremely complex questions about the technology I was working on and pose reasonable follow-ups based on my answers, which required a ton of domain knowledge. Brackets, not immediately after the accident, but certainly within a year, end bracket. He could also, within minutes of making a super insightful point which totally changed the direction of my week, fall apart because his sandwich had too much mayo. So essentially, yeah, brain damage does things to you. I don't know if you've ever seen the expressions of a child superimposed on an adult's face, but it's unsettling in a way that it sticks with you. So I'm guessing like this brain injury, what it did to like the OP is probably... So he probably still has like a bunch of like, you know, like domain specific knowledge and shit. And he didn't lose his memory, but I'm guessing like his... How do I say? Like, I'm guessing that like he probably is more like a child at this fucking point than an adult. In the sense that there's probably like no like impulse control, and you know, like just can't read the fucking room anymore because fucking brain damage does things to you, I suppose. And the coworker continues, I personally couldn't, in good conscience, treat him like an adult full time. It was fine maybe 80% of the time, but when he slipped, it was like interacting with an 8-year-old in an adult's body. He wouldn't say much when he got confused, but his face would totally change. I don't know him well, but I'm not convinced he could properly consent to a sexual relationship. Amy? 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 Hello, Amy? Hey, Amy? Hello, Amy? Hello, Amy? Yeah. So if that's what his coworkers feel about him, what the fuck was Amy doing? Alright. Excuse me, what? Yeah. So, there's more. Another person asks, I'm curious, did you know this guy before his TBI? I knew someone with very similar symptoms once, but they had a personality disorder and not a brain injury caused by an event. I guess I'm curious if there was a clear before and after in his personality resulting from the injury. And the coworker says, I joined the company in 2018, so I spent more time with him before his accident than after. Brackets, all strictly at work and work events, though we weren't friends, and brackets. But he was like a totally different person. Bits of his original personality did come through as time went on, but not anywhere near the point where you could forget you were dealing with a fundamentally different personality. So essentially, is that crazy? I'm starting to think this whole incident was just God going, woman, get over here, Satan needs a word. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm fucking saying. It went from, oh my god, a tragedy, honestly, to, I feel like, low-key, is it just me? Or does she kind of deserve it? Like, at least, like, a little bit, you know? Like, just a tiny bit. You know, like, comma, maybe? Yeah, it's a fucking roller coaster, man. So, essentially, his brain damage occurred and his personality completely changed. Can I just go back to the original story as well to remind you of something? I just want to remind you, this is how the original post started. I, 35M, have been married to Lisa, 28F, for 3 years. Together 7. So they were together 7 years. A year ago. 1 year ago. I wonder what happened 1 year ago. I fell deeply in love with Amy, 24F, and had been planning to end my marriage for her. It's all coming together now, isn't it? Okay, so I am going to redo this one other thing. There's more on his fucking brain injury. So this one was like, his personality definitely changed significantly. He can hold a conversation and his knowledge level remained extremely high. But he became quite immature and couldn't deal with anything if he wasn't expecting it. So I remember like the first little bit as well when he was like, oh, like, you know, like, I can't deal with people leaving me on red and stuff like that. It's the fucking brain injury. He could provide really insightful feedback about something we were working on, then 2 minutes later, lose his temper or shut down completely because he spilt a drink. He had to step back from dealing with clients because he couldn't be trusted. He'd just say yes to whatever they asked for, and it led to a few nasty surprises. He didn't take any new clients after the injury, so they were generally very understanding because they saw the same changes we did. It's tough to explain, but if you met him on a good day, you could spend a few hours with him and not realize. But any more than that, and you would almost certainly go through, oh, that was a bit odd, to, okay, there's definitely something wrong here. To my knowledge, nobody tried to figure out how aware he was of the brain injury. The key phrase drummed into us when he started coming back to the office a bit was, meet him where he is. And he was a really well-respected member of the team, so we were all really sympathetic to the situation. I did hear him make a few comments about his brain being broken, but they were fairly lighthearted and mainly centered around him forgetting small things. Isn't that fucking... So, like, this is even worse. Like, man might not even realize. So, like, I feel like this kind of makes sense why he didn't, like... This is why, like, I feel like he didn't include the fact that he had a fucking brain injury in his original post, because he probably didn't think it mattered. Because he's probably like, oh, my brain injury? Oh, that's just me forgetting small things. It's got nothing to do with the story. Like, you know what I mean? He probably didn't even realize, like, he wouldn't even know, like, what it did to him. And then, so... Other questions were like, do you know what texts he sent the affair partner over the weekend that he was worried about? And the coworker says, I never saw them, but they sounded more pathetic than aggressive from what I heard. So, remember, like, the thing that he was mulling over, that he was like, oh my god, I sent so many, like, bad texts. Like, I hope he doesn't show anyone. I hope no one finds out. But apparently, the texts weren't even that bad. And apparently, they were very much in line with his usual reaction to feeling ignored. Like, he's a fucking 8-year-old. What do you expect? He wasn't really aware of the boundaries between asking and pestering. So, I logged in on a Monday morning a few times to something like, he would ask me a question, followed up with, hello? Hello? Why aren't you answering? I know you've seen this. Why are you ignoring me? Are you mad with me? I should be mad with you. This could make or break for the company. You're not committed to the company. I always knew you were useless. Everyone thinks it. Are you there? Why aren't you answering me? We're going to lose this client if you don't get back to me today. Hello? Hello? Are you okay? You get the idea. Tens of messages. But as soon as I'd answer the question, he'd thank me and be totally professional with his follow-up. The best way I can describe it is that he was fine right up to the point where he needed to regulate himself in any way. So man just doesn't have any emotional regulation whatsoever. He couldn't have sat in a client meeting, but because we all knew the score, we worked to keep him leveled out. I can't see him saying anything particularly horrible to her. I can almost guarantee you I've looked her in the eye and said worse. Alright, so now we're gonna go into Amy lore. Are we ready for some fucking Amy lore? This fucking coworker hates Amy. Let's fucking go. Sounds like any normal man child, but he has a fucking excuse. Man literally has brain damage. Stress boy out and just loses. Understandable, honestly, with a fucking brain injury. Like, fuck me, man. Like, remember when you were a kid? I remember, like, not having much, like, well, way less emotional regulation as a child than I do now. Like, it's just, like, that's just how it is. Like, your brain isn't developed properly, you know? Like, that's similar to a fucking brain injury where your developments of the brain get fucked up. Ooh, who would have fucking thought? Okay, so, are you ready for some Amy lore? More Amy lore. Amy and her brother lore. Oh, crazy. So, question was, what was Amy like? What was her brother like? I saw a comment somewhere that the brother got arrested for something as a result of conversations between Amy and others that he disclosed. What happened? At this point, it could turn out that the co-worker is an evil genius that engineered the whole thing to get back at Amy for stealing his lunch or something. Bro, if he fucking did, props to you. What a great master plan. But what the fuck? Her brother got arrested. Anyway, so this is what the co-worker answered. I'm going to speak ill of the dead. Damn. She was horrible. Lazy, judgmental, mean, and arrogant. When she was promoted into project management, she didn't bother learning the core tech. So her decisions were consistently poor, which forced us to go around her all the time to get to reasonable outcomes. She once told me I never get a husband, then burst into tears and complained to HR when I asked where the queue of men wanting to put a ring on her finger was. She would pick at the weaker members of the team. Brackets, highly technical people who were very sweet but lack social skills usually, end bracket. Hey, that's me. That's my TISM people. Don't pick on my TISM members of the TISM society. Don't pick on them. And was a general bully. I hate Amy. I was pretty nasty to her too, so my hands aren't exactly clean. But I had great relationships with everyone else, so I do think she was the problem. The brother sent lots of messages in, and the company ended getting the phone and passcode from him. I'm very light on the details on this one, but whatever was on there was damning enough for them to cancel her death in service benefits, bracket, which were going to go to her mom, end bracket. So, this brother just So like, what? Like you know what I mean? What? So she was gonna get money from the company because I guess she gets like some sort of like, you know? Yeah, so the brother fucked over everything and his mom is now not gonna get anything. If he just didn't do this, like none of this would be fucking happening, you know? Man could just live his life, probably still have a fucking job, and his mom would be getting paid, and he wouldn't have been arrested either. So that's what you call an own goal. I don't even know what the fuck he's trying to do here. Like, you can say like, oh, like, you know, he was lost in the sauce, man. He was grieving, but I low-key feel like he was trying to get something out of it. He was trying to like, but basically like they were trying to, you know, get OP to like fork out money or some shit, because I feel like low-key he was using his sister's death to like fish for something, if that makes sense. And so, and that fucking like massively motherfucking backfired on him somehow. I reckon the brother also has motherfucking brain damage, man. Anyway, so the brother sent some threatening messages and managed to find out where the HR head lived. He managed to find out where the fucking head of HR lived. I don't know exactly what he did to her car, but it was a write-off and he was arrested for it. We got a big email saying legal action was pending and that any comms from him needed to be forwarded straight to a dedicated email address. I left while that was all pending, so never heard a follow-up, but I doubt it went very far given how sticky the whole situation was. So he didn't get what he wanted. The brother, who doesn't have brain damage, by the way, knows that his sister was an absolute fucking terrible fucking human being, especially based on the fucking messages that she was sending in the group chat that people apparently read and said it was really disgusting and predatory, and still went ahead and tried to like fucking get something out of it, and fucking when he didn't get it, decided to go after the fucking head of HR, who did nothing fucking wrong, by the way, and did something to her fucking car and got arrested for it. And then he also somehow gave them the entire fucking he gave them access to her entire phone that had enough fucking evidence on it to be like, okay, she was a fucking shite, and now her fucking service and debt money that was going to go to her mom is now fucking cancelled. What the fuck are you doing? What are you fucking doing? Like, how do you fuck up so bad? Like, genuinely, how the fuck do you fuck up so bad? I don't understand. And so I think there was a bit more on the thing. And so this is a bit more about like him and Amy. So someone asked, I've read quite a bit of that post and checked out all your comments. Thanks for adding on more details. My question, had your coworker not gotten the brain injury, do you still think he would have done what he did? And the coworker says, I wasn't particularly close to him, but the common take is he wouldn't have given his affair partner the time of day before his injury. So, not only was she manipulating him, but it was also like she also dragged him into this entire fucking mess to begin with. So, like, remember when you first read the story and everyone under like OP's comments were calling him disgusting and calling him a fucking predator? And hey, you get that? I don't like that fucking comment. Shut the fuck up. So this is not to do with gender. This is to do with this fucking person in particular. Fuck me. Are you really gonna women am I right in front of me? Do I look like a fucking... Do I look like I'm gonna take that shit? Huh? Yeah, fucking vanish in front of me. Yeah, you would. Anyway, so, whatchamacallit? So, essentially, like... okay, reading more. She was really unpleasant. By all accounts, he was a really devoted father and husband. He definitely wasn't a saint, but he calmed down a lot when his daughter was born and he talked about her all the time. Okay, so essentially you're telling me, had he not if his brain was working properly, none of this would have happened. He wouldn't have cheated. His marriage would be good. But it's also like, okay, here. This also like makes me think a little bit about like the wife as well. Like I would be so upset as his fucking wife. You know, like to know that he's cheating on me, obviously. Like I get that, but like at the same time, you live with him, right? Like you know what he's like. Like, I can understand, like, wanting to, like, divorce him because it's like, okay, I don't want to spend my entire life living with a fucking 8-year-old. That's understandable. But her entire fucking course of actions when she found out that he was cheating on her was, okay, I'm gonna, like, kick you out of the fucking house and I'm not gonna let you see my daughter. Like, that is, like, I don't, like, he has a fucking brain injury, no? Like... You know what it's like. You like what? And then you're gonna fucking keep his own child from him? For what reason? Like you know what it's like. Surely this can't be a fucking surprise to you. Like he's got no fucking self. Like why are you even fucking surprised at this fucking point? Like I would be annoyed. I would be angry, but I would be like, you know what? Fair enough, understandable. Have a nice day. Like I just don't understand like anyone's fucking reaction. You know what's really funny? You know what's really funny about this entire story? It's that the person with the brain damage makes the most amount of fucking sense to me in this entire story. Like his actions make sense, but no one else's make any sense to me. Like what did the fucking brother want? You know? What the fuck was Amy thinking? What the fuck was his wife thinking? What the fuck is the company doing? No one else's fucking actions made any fucking sense to me whatsoever. The disability adds a new dimension onto everything. Bad judgment with the relationship, the affair, the allergy. Right, it does, right? Like, with the allergy as well, like, he's got a brain injury. Like, even if he knew that wasn't a good idea, like, he's got a fucking brain injury. He literally has brain damage. What do you want from him? Also, Amy also knew that he has a brain injury, which is why she targeted him to begin with. And then, like, anyway, you know what I mean. Anyway, so there's a follow-up question, which is, what's the common consensus on why he ended up starting the affair with her after his brain injury? Also, did you recognize the reasoning behind his original post as distinctly him? And if so, is his reasoning something that he's always had, or did it come about post-injury? And the coworker says, to be honest, he seemed sharper in the post than he does in real life. But we were all very aware of his issues. He had some problems with memory, his mood went up and down a lot, and he would behave quite childishly sometimes. So we maybe treated him with kid gloves more than was necessary. He was definitely doing good work once they took him away from clients though. I used to regularly get requests from him and they were always solid. So this man was always fucking pulling his fucking weight at work. And yet Amy was fucking around and his brother got him fired. So this man is now properly like fired like a year later. And I think there might be another post. There might be another thing that answers it later on. But essentially I think he just can't find a job anymore because of the brain injury. The only reason why they kept him at this job was because he just had so much experience and like domain specific knowledge, and he was still like pulling his fucking weight. But I think he's like the coworker says somewhere else that he just doesn't have it in him to navigate like a different workplace and like a new different set of rules and like a new system anymore because of the brain injury. So like he just can't even work anymore, and the fucking company just fired him for it. Like what? I don't understand. Sounds like he should just he should honestly just cure freely. Yeah, so bro just got fucking fucked over for no fucking reason. Like she fucking played him, and even in her fucking death, her brother didn't fucking leave him alone and fucking like just screwed him fucking over. Like what? You know? Yeah, entire life got fucked over. So remember when in the first post when he was like, oh my god, my life is over, everyone's like, bro, like you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, but like genuinely like bro, that wasn't his fucking fault. Like none of this was his fucking fault. It sounds like it was a workplace injury, so hopefully he has disability pay still. I don't think it was. I think it was just he was just walking along the streets and a sign fell on him. Like it was just a random shop sign and it just fell on him. And I don't think it's got anything to do with his workplace. And so unfortunately, I don't think he's getting disability. But I think you can probably get disability from the government instead of the company because, you know, brain damage things. And apparently he does have a brother that helps him out on like the legal aspect of things and all of that. So hopefully he'll be alright. But man just got fucked over like completely, and he can't even fend for himself. Like is that like and the most I feel like disgusting part about this entire story, I think, is the fucking brother. Like he read all of her shit, so he definitely knows that he has a brain injury. So he went after a fucking man that can't fucking fend for himself. That your sister fucking actively was fucking trying to fucking screw you over, and fucking tries to screw him over one more. What? Like, is that not fucking gross? Anyway, back to what the coworker is saying. Okay, so in terms, so the question was like basically like, how did the fucking affair even start, basically? And in terms of the affair, I think it's as simple as her showing interest. He was a bit pervy after the accident. Not even remotely the case before. He never said anything over the line, but he'd stare a bit, and his facial expressions were sometimes like if a 12-year-old boy walked in on you changing. Some of the messages that came out after the fact painted the picture. She would say the same things to him every few days. And when she wanted something, she asked and asked like it was a brand new request until he said yes. Like, what? So, basically, she is the one who literally led him on. And like, what? So she obviously... I'm just like, what? So essentially, he is someone who is really high ranked, I think. He was like very well respected, really like high in terms of like seniority, and obviously with the fucking credit card thing going on as well, because high up there in leadership, I guess, like high up in the fucking ladder. And so she saw that, and she saw that he changed after his brain injury and decided, you know what? I could use this. I could use this, man. And started fucking just gunning for it. And she was just playing him the entire... So, like, it just makes so much sense now, right? Like, when he was like, okay, so I was with my wife, but then I met the love of my life. She's everything, like, you know, we're just meant to be together. I'm gonna divorce my wife for her because this woman, Amy, she's perfect for me. So I'm just thinking, like, of course she was. Like, all she needed to do was really just, just you know, like, just say whatever you wanted to hear. Like, it's not like you would fucking know, like, if she was, like, you know what I mean? She just actually, like, just fucking, it was just fucking disgusting. If what we're seeing is true, the second man divorced his wife, Amy would have dumped his ass immediately, probably accused him of assault. I think they wouldn't even have gotten to, like, the divorce part, I reckon. I think Amy would have just, like, because I think it was in the OP's post that he said something along the lines of, like, Amy was essentially using him to get to, like, to get promoted. And she was thinking of, like, jumping ship to another company anyway. So I was thinking, like, probably wouldn't have lasted until then, but she probably just let him on for as long as she was there into thinking that, you know, that they would be together forever. It's crazy. Why can't women just love him for who he really is? A rich dude with brain damage. I don't think he's rich. It was the company card that he was buying her shit with. Which is like, you know, now that he no longer works for this company, he no longer has access to the card. She saw an opening. Yeah, she just started spamming, bro, over and over and again. And she was like, no, mine. Come. Give it to me. And, like, I just think that's fucking disgusting, man. Okay, so... do you think his wife would have found out? Do you think he would have insisted that she stayed or left with her? As in, he wouldn't have understood that he was being manipulated. And the coworker says, if it had been known below the exec level, then she would have absolutely found out. There were more people loyal to her than to him in the office for sure. So in terms of the wife. So after his accident, he had to learn to do everything again. And she was there for him throughout that. That included coming to the office for a few hours at a time, a few days a week, for months and months. We all got to know her because in the early days, she'd bring him and not bother leaving because he would sometimes only handle half an hour. But sometimes it was a few hours, so she'd keep herself occupied with other people rather than hover over him. We all spent quite a bit of time with his daughter back then too, as she wasn't at school yet. She gave up a lot for his rehab and is generally a wonderful person, and I don't think any of us would have swept it under the carpet if we'd known. So basically, none of them knew about the affair. And they were saying that, like, if they knew, they would have told the wife. Yeah, so he did blow a fucking loyal wife, but, like, I mean, is it really his fault? Like, you know, I don't really like the term homewrecker because, like, it takes two to tangle. But in this case, I'm pretty sure Amy is... I'm gonna crown you the title of homewrecker because if not homewrecker, what the fuck were you, man? Like, it's not like he had, like, you know, like, normally, like, when you have an affair, like, two people have to fucking consent to this shit, but he didn't have, like, the mental capacity to even fucking consent, and she just decided, you're mine now, and if not home record, what is? But also, I just don't understand the wife's thought process either, like, I just don't really get it. The fact now is his wife kept tabs on him and didn't leave him alone makes more sense. Yeah, from a caretaker's perspective. Like the wife was so nice. Like, I get it. So, like it's hard to, like, kind of hate on the wife, but I really don't understand why she, you know, kept the daughter away from him when she found out about the affair. Because it's like, dude literally has like brain damage. What do you want from him? Like, I would be mad too, but I can't be mad at him. I would have been mad at the fucking woman. Like you know what I mean? It's just anyway. And so, a bit more about like what he did for Amy. Knowing this about him, how much do you think... Okay, so this is the question. Knowing this about him, how much do you think his recommendation of her, Amy, factored into her getting the promotion? I mean, if his judgment around the people side of the business needing to be taken off client work was already suspect, did the other managers put much weight into his personal opinions? And so... The co-worker says it was 100% him. This was all confirmed after the fact. It just seemed like a weird promotion at the time because someone else would have been better. We did all think the pretty woman element factored in, but not so directly. I assumed there were at least suspicions at his level because she was a known problem. So Amy, I'm guessing she called a pretty woman. So I'm guessing like maybe she's hot or whatever, but like a fucking bully, an absolute nightmare to work with according to her co-workers. But she was a known fucking problem and she can't do her fucking job. But anyway, so she was a known problem, but the business was really keen to invest in talent on that side of the company. There was huge earnings gap between the R&D or / engineering side and the admin / office staff, so they tried to develop them into project managers and scrum master type roles to set them up for a career boost in the next job. The founder was really into it, came from nothing and wanted to see everyone do well. So essentially Amy was, I think, some kind of like office admin for, and she got promoted into a project management role. Imagine like being a fucking receptionist and like just like getting promoted to become like a fucking project manager. Like that shit takes years, and like people have to go to uni for that shit. People gotta study for that shit, man. You gotta have like experience on the job as well, and then work your, like, you know what I mean. But she just got promoted straight from like a fucking nobody into like a fucking project manager. Wow, Amy. Good stuff, Amy. Good fucking stuff, Amy. Oh, and here's the part what I said. This is what I said earlier about him not working again. So this is what the co-worker says. I don't think he'll ever work again. He kept this job because he was adored and respected, and he knew the tech inside and out even after the accident. But there's no way he could properly navigate a corporate environment from scratch. The accident would have been funny if it didn't have such a horrible outcome. He was walking down the street and the sign above a dry cleaners fell on him. In the early days, they thought he was going to need to go into full-time care permanently, like it was bad. But his wife dropped everything and basically devoted her life to his rehabilitation. He is very lucky to have had her. He's impulsive now and he doesn't really know how to regulate his emotions, but he can hold a conversation and will occasionally say something wildly funny or insightful. Isn't it crazy? Isn't it fucking crazy? And the question was like, if he's so fucked up in real life, like how did his fucking posts read so well? And the co-worker was like, AI could have helped, or maybe even his brother. But the thing that shocked me most was that he seemed to stay on an even keel throughout the post and comments. He's quite up and down IRL, even via text. Very interesting stuff. Okay, so there's more about his wife now, about what, I don't know, this coworker keeps calling like Lisa, who's his wife, like an absolute saint. But I'm just like, I know she was, but like the reaction from her was a bit weird for me. But anyway, so she says Lisa was an absolute saint. For the first year, she went absolutely everywhere with him, and she had a baby to look after too. Wow, she had a baby at the same time. So this poor fucking family, bro. Holy shit. Anyway, I think she had probably been seeing someone else as well, but there was absolutely no doubt that she was totally committed to his health, and I'm not personally convinced that Tim is the fucking OP's name, that Tim could fully consent to a sexual relationship. We all discussed it a lot after the affair came out, and not a single woman in the office would have felt comfortable sleeping with him. But Amy went for it. Amy fucking went for it. She fucking saw a brain-damaged individual who had no way of actually consenting and was like, I want that. I want what he can get me. Oh, fucking Amy. You know, this is just a case of karma. Sweet, sweet, pure, unfiltered karma. Karma in your face, Amy. You fucking bitch. Amy is absolute asshole. We found out though, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, right? Like Amy and her brother. Oh my god. Absolute fucking assholes. I don't know anything about their mother, but maybe, you know, the person who raised these two may also be an asshole. So now I don't feel so bad about her not getting the money anymore. Jesus fucking crikey. Okay, so Another question was, I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall when this all came out. I bet the office was buzzing. How were you all told? Was it all through email, or did they have a meeting with the staff? Do you remember the afternoon his manager was in the room with legal and HR? Did you notice how he was acting? Was he agitated, or did he seem fine? From his post, it seemed like he was crapping himself. Did anyone else think it odd that the manager, legal, and HR were all together in the afternoon? Also, how did his wife find out all about this? Did he tell her, or did someone from the company phone her? And then the coworker says this. It was absolutely crazy. Even reliving it is giving me the same rush as when it happened. Ooh. From what I'm aware, he initially sent it to the hello at company name email address. The brother did, which was managed by the HR department because it was mainly people wanting to work or intern for us. So it was kept quiet at first. We knew a big player in the defense was sniffing around and that the board was split over it. So we all assumed the crazy meetings that day with legal HR execs were because of that. Conveniently for us, that prompted a conversation in the team about whether we'd stay if we went full evil corp. I didn't notice anything out of ordinary with Tim on that day. We were all on edge because of the possible change of direction. So he'd have blended right in if he was panicking. As you'll be aware, he has a brain injury, so his responses could be quite big, even over small things. It all came out on a Monday. A few of us were early risers. I'm not one of them. And by the time I got into the office, shit had well and truly hit the fan. I don't know what the conversations with Amy's brother looked like, but he followed up on the Monday by sending the screenshots to what I assume was every company email address he could find. I'm still annoyed the cleaners got them, but I didn't. But I managed to see a few on someone else's screen before we were all locked out of our accounts so they could go in and delete everything. Tim was in a blackout room with various execs and legal when I arrived, and he was walked out at about 10 a.m. It was quite sad. He was clearly very emotional. My theory is that it was the head of HR who told Lisa, his wife. We all knew her pretty well. She was in the office all the time when Tim was recovering, and she dealt with HR a lot for his back to work and occupational health stuff. I don't know if they were friends, but they used to go out for lunch together when she was around. I don't know exactly who got the emails though, so it could have been someone else. HR had always struck me as a girl's girl though, so good for her if it was. So this brother wanted to fuck up his life so bad. He couldn't just email the HR of the company. He went and emailed every single email that he could find. It's like he just wants to why do you despise this man so much when your sister was actively fucking screwing him over? What is going on? What is fucking going on, you know? Okay. And then there is more. Actually, there's even more insane things that came out of this. So remember, so far we've had like fucking updates on what? The OP, his wife. Oh no, we haven't gone to his wife yet. We'll get to the wife later. But Amy's obviously dead. Her brother, and you know, like how it was like before. But other shit also fucking hit the fucking fan when this whole thing came out. So this person asks, apparently when they were promoting, okay, so the other candidate, remember how Amy got promoted over other people who are more qualified? So that's what the question is about. The other candidate for the promotion that got shafted in favor of his affair partner. How did she take the news that said partner was only promoted and held her position due to a quid pro quo? Did she ever get that promotion, or did she quit the company as well? The co-worker responds with, well, it was a man. So it was a man who was up for the promotion. And if I get a say, he'll never work again. One part of Tim's original story that is outright untrue is that neither his affair partner or the other candidate were fully qualified for the role. The other guy was more than qualified, and that's about the only good thing I can say about him. So basically, he promoted Amy over this dude, even though he should have gotten it because of coitus. Anyway, this next part I was like, what the fuck? I was there when he quote unquote got his revenge. By he, I mean he was talking about the other candidate. And I haven't spoken to him since, along with pretty much everyone present. On paper, I totally agree that the OP deserved to get the shit kicked out of him. But when it actually happened, it was like watching a child being abused. He was scared and confused and didn't defend himself in any way. I nearly cried at the thought of it whilst writing this comment. It was truly disgusting. The other guy was wronged in a really significant way, but there's absolutely no excuse for what he did. My fucking Jesus fucking Christ. And so the person who posts the question was like, well, my apologies if I missed this in his original post, but the candidate who was overlooked ended up beating up the OP or male coworker who had an affair. And the coworker says, yeah, Tim didn't mention it in his posts, but the other candidate beat him halfway to hell when it all came out. This all happened in the bar next to the office after he'd been fired. I don't know why he turned up, because he didn't really get a chance to say much before the other guy. I'm trying not to introduce names because Tim used everyone's real names in the original post, started absolutely thrashing him. It was awful. People were in tears watching it happen. Isn't that fucking crazy? Is it just me, or is everyone in this fucking story fucking insane? Like, are they fucking insane? Is everyone motherfucking insane in this story, or is it just fucking me? Cause like I get it. Like, he fucked you up. Like, he didn't promote you when he should have, and you were like, you know, like, yeah, I know, like, you deserved it and all that. But like, can you blame the man? Can you really, really be blaming the fucking man for this shit? Can you really? Oh, thank you, Conrad. Thank you. Thank you for thank you. Thank you. Better luck next time. Thank you. Still waiting for another sudden twist. Who knows? Maybe there's more. Who knows? A bunch of people abusing a mentally panic. No, literally. This whole entire story is just a bunch of motherfuckers shitting on a man with literal fucking brain damage. And I'm just like, why are you guys doing this? I just don't get it. But anyway. Like, this dude sounds fucking awful as well. Like, what do you mean you beat up a man with literal brain damage? What do you mean? Like, he has literal brain damage. Why are you beating him up? Like, anyway, whatever. I have to assume that physically assaulting someone with a known brain injury would be considered highly egregious due to the fact you could easily make it worse, literally. Was the co-worker arrested? Did they do jail time? And the co-worker says, 0 consequences that I'm aware of other than being fired, unfortunately. Yeah, get fired, you bitch. The police spoke to us all on the day and we all signed a form that said we'd be willing to act as witness if it went to court, but none of us ever heard back. I don't even know if he was arrested, but he dialed into the call where he was fired from his house, and that was early the next day. I share your assumption about the potential for it to worsen the original injury. I still feel a lot of guilt about not doing anything at the time. I completely froze and still occasionally have nightmares about it. That was how bad it was. Okay, so every time I read something, I feel like it just gets worse and worse and worse, and I just feel so sorry about this fucking man. Fuck me. Okay, so now, there was more to the story. Oh, wait, there's actually more. I haven't even read the story before. So this person asks, I kind of feel bad for asking a quote-unquote shallow question, but I know I'm not the only one wondering. Would you say Tim and Amy are physically well-matched? Or is it a case of where you look at them as a couple and you can tell that she's just using him? I guess I'm wondering how deep it went. It's all horrible either way, but there's a different level of sinister if they were at least well-matched physically versus not, you know? Like, did the injury in this case just affect his ability to control himself, or was it also a thing where before the injury he not only wouldn't have been interested in Amy, he would also have been able to tell that Amy probably most likely had an ulterior motive because he would have recognized that she wouldn't have shown romantic interest in him based on looks alone, and Amy knew and took full advantage of it? And the co-worker says, I wouldn't say so. If you'd seen them walking down the street together, I think you'd assume he was wealthy. Interesting. He wasn't a bad-looking man by any means, but he did gain weight after his accident and his hair was fairly thin. Neither of these things are hideous, of course, but you would probably assume that physical attraction wasn't the key element in his relationship with a much younger woman who looked like a Kardashian. Oh my god. So Amy... that, like, kind of paints the fucking picture for me. I have not read this comment before. So apparently Amy looks like a fucking Kardashian. Okay, that makes sense. Holy shit. I feel like my mental image for Amy just was like... It was fucking completed, like, right there. His ex-wife is attractive, though, in a very different way. I always thought she looked like... Alanis? Morris? I don't know who that is, but anyway. Okay, so, and then there was more follow-up questions, which is, oh my god, that's... If you'd seen them walking down the street, I think you'd assume he was wealthy, and the fucking person was like, oh my god, that's so British, lol. What? I used to live in Singapore, and I definitely said to myself several times a day, let's see, she's young, with thin in a bandage dress, and high heels on a full face, and he's wealthy. White and wealthy. What the fuck? I know just what you mean. I don't know what they mean at all. I read the original post with horrified fascination, but with this puzzle piece, I can't help but feel Amy was absolutely taking advantage of or predating on a vulnerable person. This is one of the only times I can think, had she lived, she should have been fired and reasonable accommodations made for Tim. He was knowingly abused by a very unethical person. And then the co-worker says, one really unexpected thing about his original post was that he clearly thought they were going to end up together. That's what I mean as well. Like, the part where he was like, oh, we're gonna get married together. I'm gonna, like, you know, divorce my wife for you. Her letting him think that and seemingly encouraging it from what he said was so cruel. There's no way it would ever happen. And all of the other totally apparent elements aside, surely you could have got your flashy bullshit without going the extra mile and actively planning to obliterate his family / support system. Right? 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 That's what I mean. I was like, the part where he was like, we're gonna end up together, we're gonna like get fucking divorced, and she's the love of my like. Not only was not only did Amy like prey on this man, she's also like fucking actively like ruining his whole entire fucking family. Anyway. And so, okay, so there was, I just wanted to like talk about like what happened to like the wife basically after this. Wait, let me find it. And then there was another bit that we haven't even fucking got into, which is what fucking happened with the company. Ugh, there's even more. Why is there so much shit? Alright, so wife. Okay, so question, do you know how the ex-wife is going now? From what I know, says the co-worker, which isn't much, she's doing well. She moved on quite quickly to another partner, but TBH, I think she's probably been seeing him for a while. I don't judge her for that. She was totally dedicated to Tim's rehabilitation, and I don't imagine they lived as man and wife in the traditional sense since the accident. Okay, this bit, like, I don't understand. This bit, I don't understand at all. So, like, she was already, like, the wife had already moved on at this fucking point. And so, like, when the whole thing about, like, Tim's, like, fucking affair that fucking came out, why the fuck was she so mad? Why was she so angry? Why did she keep the daughter away from... I don't get this wife either. Like, I don't get anyone in this fucking story. None of their fucking actions make any motherfucking sense to me. So it's like... Like, I just don't fucking get it at all. Like, you already... Like, fuck, you were, like, already technically cheating on him. Like, why does it matter if he was... Anyway. So the wife was also cheating on him when he was busy buffing Amy. And she was like, yeah, I imagine so. The timelines wouldn't really have made much sense otherwise. That's so crazy. Apparently about a month after all of, like, the shit happened in the original fucking post, that is when, like, the fucking wife found a new partner and they... Anyways, it's just insane to me because, like, even the co-worker here is like, oh, Lisa is a fucking absolute saint. I can't blame her and blah, 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 blah. And neither can I. I can't really blame, you know, like, Lisa for, like, any of the shit that she does. But I can blame her for, like, the shit she did when the whole thing went down. Like, I get it. She's probably like, oh my god, I do all this for you and you fucking cheat. But you already were out of the fucking relationship anyway. Like, why does it matter? And, like, why are you... Like, what about your daughter? Like, why do you not care about her? Like, why does she not get to see her dad? Like, what are you fucking doing anyway? Some twisted sense, if a woman steals another person's man, it proves they're better. What? No, it doesn't. In what world are you guys living in? What headcanon are you fucking living in? Everyone's an asshole and I feel... Yeah, literally. That's literally it, though. To be honest... Everyone's an asshole, minus Tim and the fucking daughter. How the fucking turntables. I started with fucking Tim sucks to fuck me, man. This poor fucking dude. Okay, and then final bit, I promise. It's such a long story. Can't believe it took like 3 fucking hours to comb through this entire fucking thing. But my god, there's fucking more. So remember how earlier on the co-worker was like, yep, an entire fucking division quit. Alright, let's get to that shit. Why? The company was also a fucking asshole. So, with as much detail as you can get into, how did this guy's mess lead to the whole cascade of people quitting? Also, I'm fascinated by the affair partner's brother's arrest and all the drama he brought down on the whole office. What happened there? Coworker says, he mentioned in his posts that one of the founders of the company gave him advice about the situation and got him in touch with the solicitor who ended up representing him. That was the stick the execs used to beat the founder in question with. And after an EGM, the founder was suddenly no longer with us in any capacity. The founder was the inventor of the technology we based all of our work on, and he is a genius but also a great guy who was absolutely and consistently and correctly opposed to our stuff being applied to defense. As soon as he was pushed out, we got a new brief, and the TLDR is that the entire R&D division was handpicked by him, and we were collectively smart and talented enough to be fine after we quit on the spot when, you know, when they didn't, like, agree with what became of the role. Essentially, like, they used, the fucking execs used this fucking incident to strike down a fucking exec, which is also the fucking founder, because he didn't agree on, like, the fucking direction the company was going in. And so everyone else under him then decided to fucking quit because they were like, fuck this shit, man. And apparently, so the general take was that they wanted him gone because he was standing in the way of some juicy contracts. And that was the opportunity that presented itself. I don't know the details because I don't work at that level, but the version I filtered down was that he acted against the interests of the business. Defense is where the money is, and the tech was pretty much perfect for the sector. And so, yeah, there you go. 3 hours of unpacking the motherfucking story, and I think we finally got to the fucking end. How are we feeling? How are we fucking feeling? Are you as fucking speechless as I was when I first got to the bottom of this? I was so locked in when I first heard the story, man. I was so fucking locked in when I first read this. I was like, bro, I need to find out more. And I just kept fucking digging and fucking digging. And I just found all of this fucking... I was like, oh my god. I think like on the first day, like I read this, I went through like the fucking stages of denial and fucking grief at the same fucking time. It was incredible. It was fucking... I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that I fucking missed. So there's more information, I guess, which is TBI was a major factor. I mentioned in another comment, but it's worth repeating that it's tough to say where the person ends and their injury begins. I don't think there's a particularly clear line, but it's pretty much impossible to pick the person he was before his accident doing any of that stuff. I don't know about, so like in terms of like the affair, I'm guessing. So can't imagine him having an affair beforehand. Anyway, I don't know about the pay rise, but he was put on a decent project after Amy's promotion. It made perfect sense for him to be there, and it wasn't some sudden switch, so it wouldn't have occurred to anyone to consider a favor because it was a natural progression in his role. I never heard any claims against the business from him, but after what he did to Tim, he was lucky he didn't end up being prosecuted for... Oh, this is the person who was also being put up for, Oh yeah, this is the other person who was up for promotion. He was lucky he didn't end up being prosecuted for it. I don't think it went as far as I was one of the witnesses and the police never got in touch about court. Amy was around pre-brain injury, but from his original posts, the affair started about a year after the incident. That was one of the things we were all a bit confused by. He didn't have his driving license back at the point, and he was still really relying on his wife. It was well into his recovery, and he had come a long way, but it's an odd detail on the timeline. I see. So yeah, there you fucking go. My entire world has been shattered. I will forget this in 3 days of internet league. Yippee! Let's fucking go. You guys are like not as invested in the story as I thought you would be. I was so fucking invested, boys. You don't understand. I remember like going through this shit and I was like, this is like one of the juiciest motherfucking things I've ever read. I know, can you imagine? Not the wife driving him to like a fair date and she didn't even fucking know it. Oh, it's fucking crazy. Hey, what? Wait. Regarding the traumatic brain injury, when exactly did that happen? Was it before or after the affair? Was it before or after he blew off the... Okay, so apparently Tim, the OP, blew off his sister-in-law's stillborn child service so he could be with his affair partner. Huh? I don't even know where that came from, but... Okay, so the answer was his accident was in 2022. So long before any of this stuff. And everyone who knows him is of the opinion that the brain injury was the driving factor for the affair and everything came afterwards. Missing the memorial service for the baby was something we only knew about because of the post, and even knowing his challenges, it's impossible to be anything other than disgusted by it. It was deep in the comments of his original post. Apparently he skipped a baby's funeral for a date. Huh? What? Damn! I did not. What? An indefensible and pretty much cartoonishly evil move. By who? That's crazy. This is so crazy. Okay, so you mentioned that you still work with some of the same people from the previous company. Do you guys ever talk about Tim? Is anyone in touch with him? Also, from your perspective, what's the summary of events that occurred? Okay, I want like a nice TLDR. So, answer is, it comes up now and again. Usually when someone from that world comes up in conversation. We had a big talk about it on Monday, prompted by me obviously because I posted on Friday, so we rehashed the whole thing. No one I work with is directly in touch with Tim, and everything I've heard about him since I left company is secondhand. We heard a lot in the first few months because it was a hot topic and there was a lot of fallout, but the last bit of new information I got was around Christmas. From our perspective, Amy's death was announced. The obvious assumption from the announcement was that she'd had a reaction at home and didn't get to her EpiPen in time. A few weeks later, people logged into their stations on Monday morning and some of them were CC'd into an email exposing the affair. Huge surprise. Tim's wild misuse of his credit card. Not even a small surprise. Him sending her shitty war and peace-sized messages. Surprising in the larger context of the affair, but not as a general communication style, if that makes sense. And Tim slating various people we work with. Everyone was shut out of the system as soon as the IT guy came in, so maybe 5 people actually saw the images, but not for very long. That was the same day Tim was fired. A few more weeks after that, someone shares the Reddit post, and it's obviously clear that it was written by Tim. This gives us a ton of extra info, and we piece various things together. Around that same time, we hear that Amy's brother has been on a rampage against HR because they weren't getting a payout. And a big email went out saying legal action was pending and to forward any relevant email or communications from him. Maybe a month after that, the founder was removed from his position and a massive new project was announced within a few days. This was a much bigger deal to us than the Tim stuff. Those things don't happen even close to that quickly, so it had clearly been in the works for a while. That was my last day with the company. Everything beyond that was drip-fed from everyone gossiping about it. Jesus fucking Christ. That's fucking crazy. But yeah, so that's the TLDR, guess. That's the full picture of the fucking story. That's actually a little bit fucking crazy. It's so... You know, like, you go... I just remember, like, reading the original story, and you're like, oh, whatever, another, you know... You started off with, alright, another fucking affair story. What could go wrong? And then, like, within, like, 2 seconds, the woman is already fucking dead. And you're like, oh, okay, well, then I guess that's the entire fucking story. Little do you know, that was the fucking tip of the fucking iceberg, man. Isn't that fucking crazy? Is it just me, or is that Loki high-key kind of really fucking... No? Yeah, anyway. I think that's probably it. Okay, and someone asked about her food allergy. They were like, she died of a food allergy. That's rare. Most adults know to avoid certain foods. She had an EpiPen which stopped the reaction, so she knows what to do, and she died later that night. The chance of her dying of a food allergy is 1 in 4 million. This is the strangest thing about the entire story. There are plenty of men out there with perfectly intact brains that have done similar or even worse than this guy, but there are not a lot of intelligent young adults who die from food allergy. Is it possible? Sure, but it's rare. And the response was, she definitely knew which foods to avoid. Her allergens were all banned from the office. Beyond that, I don't know what to tell you, except that the original story fits with what we were all told, that she died on the Friday evening from an allergic reaction. I guess she probably just took her, like, used her EpiPen and just thought, nah, I'll live, and fucking died. Anyway, yeah, I need a nap. Don't we all? How are we all feeling? Just absolutely, what the fuck? Honestly, say what you about Tim, but he's out on a mission. Or say what you want about Tim, man's a fucking victim in this entire fucking scenario, man. How could Amy not know about what to do when she... That's what I mean as well. Like, everyone is shitting on Tim for, like... You know, like, I just don't think he deserved to be fired over this. Like, what did he do? Name a singular thing that he did wrong himself. Like, she's the one who pursued. Like, if she didn't die, had Amy, like, not fucking died, and they found out that she was, like, you know, doing all of this to get promotions, and, like, him spending, like, thousands and thousands of dollars on her using a fucking, like, company credit card, like, she would be fucking fired. Like, nothing would have fucking happened to him. So, like, why is it that her dying from a fucking accident that is honestly of her own fucking negligence, why does it fucking impact him so much? Like, I just don't understand. I don't understand any of this shit. Like, the company was, like the company was trying to protect its own, like, legal case just in case, because the brother was obviously out to get fucking blood, man. And obviously the brother, I feel like he doesn't even really care about the sister. I feel like he was just there for the money. Like, is it just me? Or does I read a little bit, like, he didn't actually care about her, because he, like, aired all her fucking dirty laundry out, and, you know, and, like, he did it so he could get a payout. And he only went after the fucking HR because he didn't get the fucking payout. So he just wanted the fucking money. Like, he doesn't actually care. Like, he fucking asshole. Like, everyone literally just fucking fucked his life up. Misusing a credit card should totally do it, but why does he even have... Right, like, but, like, he also has a brain injury. Like, I could argue that he doesn't know what the fuck he was doing. I would still fire him, or at least demote him. I wouldn't fire him, to be honest. Like, he was doing his job perfectly fine. Like, if I were them, I would just, like, keep him where he is. But, like, what the co-worker was saying, essentially, was like, oh, like, they should just literally, what they should have done is, like, give him, like, a better support network so the same thing doesn't happen again. Like, this, yeah, but it's just, like... Everyone, like, it started with fucking Amy, and then her fucking brother chimed in, and then the fucking the fucking execs in the fucking company, and then the fucking dude that fucking beat him up because he didn't get the fucking promotion is fucking insane. But anyway, I wanted to, like, go through more stories today, but I don't know, man. I reckon this is juicy enough for today. I hope you all found this decently juicy, and rest in eternal agony, Amy. Fucking cunt. Oh, hello, Kristen the Jokes. Hello, I missed you. How have you been? Are you vibing today? Do you got a joke for me? Wait, it's not 8 hours yet. My voice hurts, so I'm gonna go. But do you have a joke for me before I go? Yes? No. Yeah, no, you know? Long and juicy. Like a long and juicy thing, yes. The longest and juiciest of things. I'm good. Wait, what? I was looking forward to it, man. Yeah. I was saying earlier, I was like, I wonder if he would show up today, because, not to be mean, but it's like, even if I don't laugh, I still quite enjoyed him. Thank you. Oh my god, you didn't prepare one, but you're gonna give me one anyway. Thank you. Okay, so, thank you for your joke. What robs you while you're in the bathtub? Let me guess. What robs you while you're in the bathtub? I don't know. What is it? Yeah, it was really illegal. Oh, a rubber ducky. Oh, a rubber ducky. Yeah, it was really illegal. Oh. actually not bad. Yeah, I missed the punchline comment. But this was actually not bad. This was actually... What robs you while you're in the bathroom? See, I didn't see that coming at all. A rubber ducky. Yeah, it was really... Do you just, like, remember these things? Do you, like... I mean, I guess it makes sense because you're Kristen the Jokester. Do you, like, just remember... Oh, that was supposed to be tomorrow. Well, I'm not streaming tomorrow, so you told it at a good time. Thank you. I appreciate it. So... Damn, you're starting to cook. I see your vision. You're actually making progress. I'm so proud of you. Keep cooking, my dude. One day I will unironically actually laugh at your jokes. Like, I don't, to be honest, I feel like I just don't really laugh at anything really, unless it's like unless it like catches me, you know, but I like it. Do you write your own? Where do they come from? Inspirations? Who is your muse? Do let me know. One day, you will become the stand-up comedian that you so deserve to be. Proud of you and your progress. Truly. Really and truly. But anyway, so... From all of the whiplash. So, we went through a hell of a long story. And, hope you guys enjoyed that. Yes. She bullies our sense of humor by making you laugh, you lose. Yes, that's the word. You laugh, you lose. Well, you're just not very funny. Okay, so I'm gonna go now. Hope you guys had a good time. I remember like my mind is blown from the story, so thank you. No worries, I got you. No worries. So I just remember like reading this fucking story, and I would like the only thing on my mind was, bro, I kind of want to like tell you guys just to like get your fucking reactions, and it was beautiful. I'm glad I could tell you the story, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Can you say happy birthday for no reason? There, I just said it. Thanks for the story. No worries. Thank you all for listening. Don't fuck off yet. No, I'm gonna fuck off now because it's my throat's been hurting this entire time, and that's 3 hours too many. So thank you guys very much. Thank you. I'll see you guys. I don't know, it depends. I kind of want to like say that I'll be back on Wednesday, but it might be Thursday or Friday at this point. You're actually planning on resting that throat though. It's, to be honest, like when I'm on VC, it's not that bad because like I'm talking like this, and like talking like this doesn't really hurt the throat that much. It's like when I'm on stream and I'm talking, like you have to like project your voice, which is kind of a little bit more difficult. But I will be a more silent gamer. I will be grinding League of Legends in my spare time and working on some other stuff. In the meanwhile, I get that, but still, don't worry about it. Alright, welcome. So, thank you all very much, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday or Thursday. Where, I was thinking, actually, nice to meet you. Hi, nice to meet you. Your vibes is really welcome. I'm glad I found your stream. Welcome! I feel like, you know, we're the Tism Gang. We may be weird, but we are weird together. And I may be stupid, but you are mean, and that is worse. You know, that's a motto that I like to live by. I may be dumb, but you are mean, and that is way fucking worse. I think the original is, I may be cringe, but you are mean, and that is worse. Why be a fucking asshole when you can just be Tism Gaming and Vibe Maxing, Aura Farming, and I don't even know. Anyway, welcome. So yeah, see you guys soon, but I don't even know what I'm gonna do on Wednesday or Thursday. Maybe like, it's time to start like another game. Maybe it's time to go back to Elden Ring. Maybe it's time to start my chess arc. Maybe I like play a whole game. I don't know, I'll see. Yeah, it's gonna be probably like a gaming stream. And then it'll be weekend, depending on how my throat feels. Maybe karaoke, maybe not, we'll see. And then I think this week as well, we'll probably do like members only stream on YouTube, and if you're on Twitch, if you're a sub on Twitch, you can only join from the Discord side of things. I will probably have it up on both like YouTube and Discord, just so like, you know, like both of you all get to fucking join. And yeah, yippee. So yeah, probably sometimes this week we get to do that. We shall see. Alright, thank you all very much. Or I didn't give you guys too much. I hope you all were entertained by that story, because goddamn me, I was so entertained. I was so deep in that shit, man. Alright, until my mind and to cover this. Thank you guys very much. Hope you all have a good rest of your day. Fucking that's so stupid. Anyway, I am going. You don't see me. I am going. Goodbye, Johnny. Johnny. Bye. Just showed up. You missed out. Actually, on the juiciest of all stories. You don't understand. Hi. Under my mind and I took over this Johnny. Bye. Do not the me. Goodbye.
Miss.
How dare you? Alright, Johnny. Bye. Have fun.